Hello, Giga Gang. Welcome back. We are going to do, as usual, start off with a little touch of arena. It's going to be very short today. It's just going to be one last hero game. I don't have any dailies because it's 6 hours till we update, but we do have to get 20 of these somehow over the next, next couple of days. It's for 6 days and 6 hours, so you see it did start yesterday. So we'll just do this to warm up. Chop shop, last hero, enforcer, legs with the Ash 12 probably, or maybe use the Saiga. I don't know. The Ash was probably the best. But hello everyone, Ross Viperian. That's how I was this early, joke. Yeah. Don't even have to say anymore. Kerbal, Gus, Exelas, how is it going? So today, I've realized that I only need, well, basically I've been running, I literally am so cursed for these drills. I've been running scav runs while I've been making videos. Every time it's off cooldown, through customs, through the toolboxes. I must have looted I don't even know how many toolboxes at this point. It's absolutely absurd because there's so many on customs. There's loads of them actually. But I just have not been finding any. And today I managed to find one and I didn't have a bag because the scout I spawned in with didn't have a bag. So I ended up spending 10 minutes wandering around the map trying to find something to contain a 2x2 item, which I did manage to do. I chucked it out of the box so that someone else wouldn't see it, and then grabbed I think I grabbed a bag off a dead scav finally because there was just none around. It's so weird. I was like, man, I actually am cursed here. The one time I find a damn drill, because I was like, well, there's no point me looking for a bag if I'm not even going to find one, right? And I usually don't find one. So obviously that time I found one, so I had to wander around. So I've got one now. So now I've had 5 in total, 3 which I found in raid, 1 which came from Gunsmith Part 7 or whichever it is, 1 extra one which I've just found today, so that's the 5th one, and I need to find 1 more so I can get laboratory 2, so I can actually progress with Prapple's questline. And loads of other stuff. It's blocking loads of the hideouts, blocking loads of Prapple's questline. I can't do ice cream cones without it. It's crazy. But I realized that you can do, there's one more quest that you can do, which is, I believe, let me check. Is it Gunsmith? It's quite a high level Gunsmith. It's Gunsmith 17 or something. But we're relatively close. It's not that far away. It's Gunsmith 16. So this one is going to be our saviour, I swear. And this is the one with the DVL. And when you do it, you get an electric drill. So I have a DVL, so I can do this one technically. I need to work out exactly. Can you get a drill via the cultist circle? I mean, yeah, technically speaking, but it's it's as likely to give me a drill as it is to give me, a motor, as it is to give me I just keep getting moonshines. I don't know why. On the 6-hour run, it keeps giving me moonshines. I think it's giving me them for the scav case that I have yet to get to. I don't really know why it's doing that. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh. Oh, he had a huge magazine. I thought I was going to get away with that for a sec. I would have done if the guy hadn't had a 100 round mag of whatever it was that he was shooting at PP. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurting. Damn it. This guy's just AFK. I should have killed him. I saw his shadow coming, but never mind. Oh. Where's this dude? I can't hear him. I've got no audio. I don't know how he messed that one up. I do not know. Do not know. Oh, 433. Damn. Do you feel like you handicap yourself by not really doing scav raids? What do you mean? I do loads of scav raids. I scav every time it's off cooldown, pretty much. Oh no! Arena for money? No, I just do arena because I like to warm up. And at some point I will use the ref stuff. I'm just not doing it yet. What's up, what's up? When we get a new arena battle pass? I don't know, I really enjoyed the last one, honestly. Too much aim punch. Whee! Four, 3, 5, and 2. Damn it. Oh, I got that one. Ooh, pincered. Is the current BP still viable? You can still work on it, sure. Morning! First time seeing you stream on YouTube. Yep, I always stream here too. I do. Haven't played this white bit. Enjoyed playing arena. Come back. Where's this guy coming? Oh, we nearly got him. I'm dead now, though. I am so done for. Trying to find a LEDX for 2 days. Yeah, that's a tough one. I found one this wipe. Don't really know where the best place would be to get LEDX, really. At the moment, I'm actually not sure. Where is everybody? This is not good at all. Oh, ow! Is someone in here? No. Oh. I'm shafted. Shooting through the car, I'm absolutely shafted there. Why are you not using attachments? What do you mean? What, for the ash? Just get full grip, no? That's it. Full grip. Why bother otherwise? What else can you do? You can't even do anything to the ash. No, it doesn't appear there. He's unstoppable! I should use this a bit more. Oh, he had me. Non-preview lighter, then repeat. Where you just shot them from is confusing. It's because you may as well, in Last Hero, and this is why it's not always the best game mode to practice for Tarkov, right? In Last Hero, a lot of the time, you're better off just taking the 50%, and you just kill them in the repeat, rather than like running away and trying to find another target. Because there's no penalty for death, right? So Last Hero, your ranking is purely based on score, or on number of kills. Has nothing to do with deaths whatsoever. And the death penalty is so small, right? It's like a bit of install. I missed it. I missed it. Is it like one leg shot? It's like 3. You can kick more than Twitch, damn. Go this way, man. Everyone seems to be over here. I thought I heard someone in there. Crap. You even want to die on last hero to refill mags? Yeah, like it's obviously beneficial in many ways. I don't know where that was. I think I managed to jump over his head. Something like that, anyway. Do you think loose loot in certain places? Yeah, I think loose loot needs to be buffed significantly. Honestly, like loose loot right now is really crappy. I don't think it has any right to be as bad as it is. I was running, that's my bad. Happens a lot of enemies, true. 6 people I prefer to stay alive more. Yeah, it depends, right? It depends on... It depends on your loadout, I would say. If I'm using more traditional loadout, then I will... Then I will usually peek and move more. But in this game mode, I can't really hear. And also, most players are using class 4 or whatever, and normally, obviously it depends, but with the Ash, usually you can just tank them and outshoot them. Not always. But a significant proportion of the time. So like even there, if I'd been a bit more accurate, I'd have been alright. But you can take like 1 or 2 hits, you see. It's like this. There's quite a lot of time. Like you take some shots like this, and I'm overwhelmingly fine. I think it's just the way to play this particular class, personally. I have to play this class to do the weekly. I have to get like... I think 5th or something, like a bunch of times. Alrighty then. Cool stuff. We came 2nd, that's okay. How much money did you get for 2nd, actually? We were close, I was close to the guy playing, like, regular Tarkov. 134k, bit of XP, yeah, fair enough. Right, let's minimize it down. Is it not possible to use a scope? Why bother? Like, you're only shooting for legs anyway. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, so I've got... I've still got 18 games of that to do. What position was it? Yeah, it's like 5th or higher. So you basically just don't come last 20 times, and that will get you what you need, which is kind of insane. Okay, so... we will have a look as this game loads up. We will have a look at what we need to do to get this drill. And we're going to work backwards. So the problem that I'm having right now is that the next gunsmith I can't do. That's the biggest issue I have. So, where has it gone? There we go. So this one I can do. I have a DVL, so this should be okay. I have an attacker as well, so that's fine. Gunsmith 15, if we work backwards. This one is a Val. I'm not sure if I have a Val. I can get access to these doodads, so that's not too bad. So there's a barter for this. I don't have one of these grips. I think I've got this thing, Unpack 15. Yeah, so you can barter for that. That's not a problem. I'm not sure about this one. Oh yes, or. Okay, so we can get mechanic 3. That's no problem there. How do we get the Val? Is there any other way to? Maybe I have a Val. Actually, do I have a Val? You get a Val, I think, at some point. No, I've got a VSS. Got a VSS. I don't have a valve. Do you get a valve at some point? You must get it from a certain quest. I'm sure you do. Anesthesia. Stick in the wheel. Well, that sounds like some annoying BTR type one. I've never done this. Half empty. Forge a friend. Yeah, I don't think I've done this. Oh, this is Hot Wheels. Okay. Maybe that's not too bad. Anyway, which one's anesthesia? I feel like that one's relatively straightforward. Shaking up teller and then mark the stuff. Oh, fine. You get a valve from that, so that's no problem. We do... Actually, that is a problem because I can't do shaking up teller without doing... That is a problem, actually. Because this is all contingent on me being able to do ice cream cones. Which I need the lavatory for, which is why I'm getting the drill in the first place. Okay, the valve might be a problem for this. Where did you finish? Second. Okay, that might actually be an issue. Ay. Okay, well, we'll have a think about that. So, Gunsmith Part 14. This is the... It's an HK416. Peacekeeper 3, standard after completing wet job. I don't have one of these otherwise. Is that true? Against the conscience, you get one apparently. So what about part 13? RSAS, we can do that with the barter, that's fine. Peacekeeper 3 barter. We can do that one. Part 12 is MPX, but that's not a problem. This thing might be... Oh no, we can get these things. We can get all these things. And then yeah, part 11 is this vector. So the issue with the vector is that you can't do... The vector is only purchasable from Skier, I think. What's your cunning plan, Mr. Tushonka? Yeah, exactly. So we need to go through all of these gunsmiths and get the final drill. But to get gunsmith part 11 done at least, we need a vector. In order to get a vector, you need to complete vitamins part 2. In order to complete vitamins part 2, you need to complete vitamins part 1. I've actually done the first 2 parts of vitamins part 1, but you need this, the Health Resort West Wing 112 key. Apparently, there are some fixed spawns for this thing now. There's loads of them. But I've never done this. I've never tried to get this. On the seat in the bus in the depot. On the desk in West Wing 105. Hardcore spawn wipe. Okay, yeah. So these ones are like special ones. Key rack in West Wing 202. Is that just a little room or what? Let's pull up the map because otherwise I'm not very good at the Shoreline rooms because I don't usually need to do callouts. Let's go and have a look then. So west, what do we say? 1. Oh, it doesn't actually have them written on it, does it? Well, that's 108. I think it's one of these. 105. That's maybe this one or something. Okay. On the floor below, key rack and utility room. There's so many on the floor in the hallway in front of East 112. In the key rack in the central stairs. God, this is this is not ideal, is it? I mean, the bus stepper one's easy enough. We've got west, 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 east wing, east wing, east wing. I got 260 rounders from Mashala with his RPK. Yeah, it means going and kill Mashala though, it's kind of annoying. Altogether, Sanitar for ice creams? Yeah, it could be. It's easy to do it through lavatory though. It's easier to just... Maybe we just find a draw. Maybe it isn't as cunning as I thought. Maybe this is going to be too difficult. Because without this key, I can't get any further in Gunsmith, really. I need 112. I don't have it right now. which is pretty annoying. Oh, sorry, yeah, this is east. You're right. You're right. Well, I still need to do signal at some point. If we just focus on East Wing rather than West Wing, we've got bus depot, which works well for East Wing. Although like, being in there is just it's so lame being in the resort, but never mind. On the floor in the hallway in front of East Room 112. That's quite funny, actually. In the queue near the central stairs on the second floor of the East Wing. Wait, sorry, no, a West Wing. Sorry, I want to focus on West Wing. I'm going mad. Okay, on the desk. West 202. Because this is the same one as Signal. That was the idea. The key rack in the utility room. On the floor, below a key rack in the utility room next to West 227. So second floor? And this one? Anyway, I don't know. Right, so we're going to run this RFB, because I said I was going to run this RFB for a million years, and I haven't done it, so we're gonna do that today. Maybe we'll just end up finding a drill. I don't even know at this point. I just need one more. I found this one today on Scav. West 227 is right across from the stairs at the village end. Well, is it right at the end of the corridor? Right, where's the med stuff? So, we'll take a pack of PKs. Don't have any splints. Heavy. We'll go and grab one. Food. Take a nade. Any old thing, really. Yeah. I wonder if does Fence have splints? No. He does sometimes. He does sometimes have meds. What other keys have I got? Do I have anything else to do on Shoreline? Oh yeah, it's the Ragman SUV and Signal. Well, we'll try and do Signal and look for these things. We'll have a look. We'll see. I need to have a look at what I've got here ammo-wise, because I shouldn't really be using TCW anymore, because we can buy BCP FMJ. Can't get M80 yet, but... Oops. 10 is what I meant. Okay, and then we'll do like 15 and 5, something like that, and then this can just all be BCP. And funny enough, I've actually got a laser for this thing, a laser like holder for the RFB, which is kind of cool, which I picked up. It's neat. I don't need that for anything else. Okay, so don't need green. Don't have red rebels, so that doesn't matter. Got a nade, got a bit of... I don't think we need anything else. I think we're okay, aren't we? Meds, bit of food, bit of ammo. Armor's 4 and 3. I think that's okay. So we'll try and complete Signal. So the idea then is we're going to try to complete Signal so that we can get... Not Signal, sorry. We're going to try and get the 112 key so we can complete vitamins, so we can buy the vector, so we can then carry on through the gunsmith series, so we can get gunsmith 17, which gives me a final drill. That's the idea. What do you think of the Zaballo change they reverted for this wipe? Oh, what, that you can't buy them? Did they get rid of the carrier or something? I haven't really noticed. I sold my Zaballos for money, so I'm basically screwed. Or is this the one where you have to damage it to a certain point and then hand it in? Which piece are you referring to? Also, a lot of people have been doing 112 recently, so it might just be open. That's true. That's true. Might just be open. Can always try and check. I guarantee you'll find your drill on the last raid before you're able to complete guns for 16. The thing is, though, it gives us a good thing to do. So even if we find a drill at some point, we will have spent the time productively, rather than just like looking for drills. We'll have spent the time doing gunsmith, getting quests done for skier, you know, that kind of thing. So down to sewing kits that elude me. Yeah, now that I don't need them, I seem to get them all the time. Would be nice if money spent with fence increased scav rep. Yeah, that would be quite nice, actually. That would be good. That would be good. But no, I haven't had much luck with the boss killing stuff, really, this wipe. I tried it a little bit at the beginning, and then I haven't really gone back to it. I just find trying to do it solo, it just takes me kind of too long. And then by the time that I'm nearly at the end, I get third partied. It's just, it's difficult for me to do it solo. I feel it's, I don't know, I feel like it's hard. Or I just die to them. It just happens. Either random nade, or they just shoot you twice instantaneously from some random angle, or whatever. It makes it a bit tricky. Yeah, so I wanted to start running these RFPs. That's why we took this out. Whether this is necessarily a great idea or not, I don't really know, but we'll see. I also need to kill one more USEC. We're literally, I'm like on the edge of so many different things. We're on the edge of so many different things. One more drill, we'll be able to start on Prapple's questline, basically. One more kill, we can start on Peacekeeper's questline. One more drill, and we can do a lavatory, be able to do nutrition unit, be able to do a ton of different things. It sucks. Honestly, it sucks. I've been really pinched this wipe in this mid-game, which doesn't usually happen. Usually it resolves itself, right? You either like find the thing you need, or you progress to the point where you're able to just get through to the next part. But this wipe, I'm so bottlenecked by a couple of random little things. Thanks, yeah, no. No, I try, I try to be just kind of normal. I also need 5 defuels, only seen 1, all white. Yeah, I haven't seen defuels for a while now, actually, now that you say. Wait, why am I'm like facing this way, why? Don't worry, it's only the worst spawn in the entire game. I feel like I'm running too predictably. Out of stamina. Just gonna repack for a sec. That guy was probably going to Smuggler's Camp, I guess. Kind of hard to tell. I just don't want him to have the ability to cut me off, right? After I basically telegraphed which spawn I was coming from. A lot of people head up to Smugglers straight off the bat. Ay, let's see. Let's see. Stay low then. I am in danger from the other side, but I didn't shoot at this guy, so whoever it is who's going to be over there could run into any of them at this point. Let's try and move behind this bit of cover. Run out of stamina again. Oh my god. The Timmy legs are so crazy, especially for Shoreline. Actually, I need to do signal. Maybe I should go and grab that first. That's going to be a pain if I don't grab that now. I'll have to come back this way if I don't. Let's cut across. Oh, there's a big river here now. I always forget about this. No, that was the other guy. He saw me first because I was side on. And we go again. Long time no see. Hope you and the family are well. Yes, all good actually. All good. We're doing good. The kids are on the summer holidays, so we've seen quite a lot of them. It's been a good time. Just chiming in. You're running Shoreline, I see, for Journey Smugglers? No, I was... I'm trying to get the key. I was trying to do signal, but I'm also trying to get the key for 112 West so I can do Vitamins Part 2, well, Vitamins Part 1 and then Part 2, which then means I can then buy the Vector, which then means I could do Gunsmith Part 11, and then hopefully progress all the way through to Gunsmith Part 17. HK is probably an issue, and maybe the Val. But then that will allow me to get to a drill by questing. That's sort of the idea. It's a bit of a long shot, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Which headsets can we buy now? I feel like we could maybe buy a few more. Okay, so we have some other choices. What's this one? Oh, that's the Veritas big one. The toilet papers and the matches. 112 spawn inside on the east side on deck of the first floor. Yeah, we were just looking. There's like loads of spawns for it now. So there's the bus, there's this room, there's this key safe thing, there's the floor, there's this floor in the front of the door, there's this key safe, there's this door front as well. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 spawns inside and 1 spawn outside of the resort, which is kind of crazy. I think we just go in 32s. I think that's probably the most sensible thing, given we're not like super strapped for cash. Okay, so I do have some more RFBs, so maybe we'll use those. We're in the mood to RFB. Any advice for to find electric drills consistently? No, because that's what I'm trying to do. It's hard. It's really, honestly, it's really hard. It's really hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. Maybe we just go with the loud one or something. A loud RFB. It's not the sneakiest thing ever. What have we got here? Oh, I've got the KAC muzzle brake kit. Problem with this is that doesn't really it doesn't, the RFP doesn't really justify that, because that's really good for recoil control. RFP flash hider. I never look at these normally. Can you buy the wave? Oh, you can just buy the wave now. I don't need to keep the wave then. We'll stick the wave on. The wave's actually quite good. Doesn't really matter what we do with the RFP at this point. I'll grab these mags from mechanic then. Streets filing cabinets can work sometimes. They're not particularly common though. Although, who am I to say? Because I've run all of these different loot runs so many times now, and I've hardly found any going to all the places that everyone says to go. So it's becoming a bit difficult, really. Should probably buy this stack of BCP just so we've got it. And we've got 20 more M80s. Just split that across 2 more. The thing is, BCP is actually all right. This one's the one that's technically a bit worse, so we'll just flag that one up. Okay, we've got Salewa, we've got one of these things. PKs. Oh man, it's just random, isn't it? It's just like, well, sometimes that guy's gonna come across me. He's gonna be pathing across me, and then I kill him, and then sometimes he's crossing across me, and then he kills me. It's just kind of how it goes. Well, we have to put something on this. What are we gonna put scopes wise? It's gonna be kind of rough inside. Maybe we go. Could do like Valde or something. Valde's honestly not half bad. Let's go and see how that feels. I'll heal myself first though before we go in. We'll go and check it. Good tip to reach traders. Money spent level 3. I've come to level 2, but 3 seems daunting. You just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. It is daunting, but you just have to keep going. Do the barters. Try to barter for as much value as you can. Okay, yeah, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, fine. Kek VFG? Yeah, we will do. Get a bit of ergo on this bad boy. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Assemble. Alright, actually, can I buy? This is one question. Can I buy this yet? I can. Who's this come from? Skier 2. Great. Well, I will do this. Genuinely, I will do this because without it, the RFB is an unruly beast in CQB. And given that only costs 10k, I think that's definitely worthwhile. Look at this thing bristling with bits. It looks quite mean, actually. It looks quite evil. Backpacks. I've got a few. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly run down my my sets of these. Wherever they've gone. Scab BPs. So I did make quite a lot of Scab BPs before. Let's see. So lavatory, I'm going to be making these Kajuras. Every time when they're kind of on cooldown, I'm just going to make Kajuras because you need them for all sorts of stuff. But there's an amazing bag barter here on Ragman, which is this one. This is insanely good. Like these bags are like really nice. Technically, you can barter for 2 of these as well. They're also a Kajura, so you can buy 3 of these. It depends whether you care about having a white bag or not. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Any tips on finding a hand drill? Try to find one loose. I find it much more difficult to find them in stuff. They're much more common loose on like the shelves of Ollie, in the customs buildings, on the floor, you know, on shelves in... Where else? Like the factory area of streets, like that kind of thing. Anyone find it hard to find ram sticks? I found that relatively common. How close are we to doing this? 30k and then we'll get thick items case. Boom. Where would you recommend doing setup? I just roam around in the just in the general, like between the various buildings, I'd probably like roam, but I probably wouldn't go into Fortress necessarily, but you want to be, I think, I haven't done it this wipe, but I think you probably want to be somewhere between like here, this one, and then if there's no action, then skirt through to this section over to this one and this one. There's always people inside these things. It's like warehouse 4, the cameras warehouse, these two like tool warehouses. These are amazing for toolboxes and stuff. This is where I'm finding all my drills, these two places. Failing that, maybe you carry on and go over to here. There's usually people fighting around in this area and stuff. And like maybe go to gas station, but I feel like not really. I feel like most people are in here. Like most of the loot is here. People only go to dorms if they have a quest. Like people are in here if they're to get stuff, in my opinion. Yeah, farm on Shoreline. Yeah, the smuggler's base on Shoreline. That's a good place to get the loose like hand drills as well. It's quite a good place. Who sells RFB mags? Mechanic 2. Actually, I think there's 2 sets. But he sells the nice one. He sells this polymer one. The light polymer one. So would you advise just to burn rubles on them? 6.5 mil level 21. Is it worth to burn a mil on skier to get him to level 2? It depends whether you really want him or not, and what he sells that's going to be worth it to you. I don't think it's really worth burning the money to do it. It's like you lose a lot these days. You lose a lot. It costs a lot of money to get the rep up. You're better off doing lots of battles and stuff. But if he's at level 1, it might be worth just burning to level 2. I kind of burned Jaeger and Prepor to level 2. I did the others naturally. Obviously, it takes a lot longer doing it naturally, right? So get it to level 2 maybe. Level 3, it's too far. I think you'd need millions. So if you got spare cash, then maybe like a mil or 2 you could burn if you really want to get to the next level. But wish you could set currency priority when buying mods. Having to manually buy flashlights for euros instead of dollars is annoying. Yeah. I feel like hoses are all over the place this wipe. I picked up millions of hoses. Oh yeah, those special bags from Ragman can stack in inventory, giving you 5 extra spaces with each stack. That's true. Quite useful. Quite useful. I sit in the train car next to Stronghold and wait for sounds. That could work. That could work. I just feel like people are going to the other areas more just because Stronghold's only got like a few boxes. Maybe the boss. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm actually here. Okay, this is good spawn for me. It means I could try and collect the first bit of this right off the bat. So because the goons are not here, obviously. I've only ever seen the goons here once, and by seen, I took a bullet from, I think it was Knight. There we go. Now the question is, I wonder. I'm tempted to. I'm tempted to do a thing. Like, it's very rare for people to come up here. Don't know if I could be seen. I just need to see if I can see anybody. Like, people probably should be on their way up to resort, right? I would think. I wonder if we'll see anyone. So I do have to kill these PMCs as well. I do need another USEC. There's one. There's somebody. Actually, I am loud though. This is certainly not a guaranteed kill, that. It's funny. I wonder if they, like, loop around and come back this way. You do get kind of stuck up here, actually. Relocate after shooting? Well, yeah. I just don't think I'm going to hit from this range. I'm not entirely sure how far it is. I'm not entirely sure about the 0. That also. And then I have to run down this whole blasted tower. Did I just hear a crunch? Prediction, there'll be a drill on the shelf at the bus station. Be funny if there was. About 300. With no rangefinder? Nah, I don't usually do long range sniping. Wait, that's like down here. Issue is obviously if you get caught up here, you dead. Bosses up here, maybe? Guess people go over there for safes, don't they? There's someone down there. Well. Yeah, you don't know what your lead is. No, exactly. That makes it even worse. Who did I get killed by? Okay. Alright. Okay, fair enough. It's not why we don't go up there. It's somebody got ESP. Legitgaming.com. Well, he knew where I was because I'm on his monitor with a little label, so. Never mind. Right, we got one more RFB. Try this, or is this cursed? Let's see. It's got IFG black on it. A little sus, if you ask me. Yeah, just a little bit. He had the green skeleton glitch. Oh, that I forgot about that one. Yeah, I need to remind ourselves about that one, don't we? Yeah, the little green skeleton is. Yeah. Was he doing SVD kills? No, no. He just had like an AK or something with the tequila face shield because he saw me up on the thing, obviously. There's so many wallers this way. Well, the thing is, I think with aim hacks, I think you just get immediately caught out. We're gonna try a CQB build this time. I'll see what dots and stuff I've got. We're not going into resort anyway. Shoreline so far has been a pretty miserable experience, I will admit. It's not all cheating, it's just like it's just been kind of nasty. Shoreline questing is always kind of annoying though. Can you buy these now? Oh no, it's saying I can buy them because of ref. Oh, that's a pain actually. Maybe I just go for like Delta Point or something. I love the Delta Point. Gets Peacekeeper spend up as well. It's nothing too bad about that. Like it's pretty expensive, but got to get that spend from somewhere. Yo, do you know about making a video about hard key spawns? I have thought about it, but I'm not going to because, quite frankly, it's just a bit dull. I'm sorry to say. Do you need one of these tan shamars? Like it's too difficult to make an interesting video out of it. I mean, you could just buy them at the Ragman too. Okay, fine. Don't need it. I'll just wear it. It's too hard to make an interesting video. Like, get these keys. Unless you're on that specific quest, it's not very interesting. I don't know. I don't know how I could make that a compelling watch personally, which is why I'm sort of avoiding doing it. But obviously, it's a useful thing, but it's sort of niche-ish, if that makes sense. Yeah, Kappa Streamline. That's sort of the same thing. Unfortunately, it's kind of the same deal. Died so much so quickly that we're going to have to think about staggering out the BCP now. Like it all depends sort of on like the problem is it's not you can't just do it like that, right? Because it's hard to know. It depends on like exactly which quests you get in which order and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit of a tricky thing to just do in general. And I don't do Kappa either, so it makes it increasingly hard for me to talk about it as well. As long as this game thing got half an hour. Okay, fine. All right. Well, maybe let's just run. Let's just run our scav for a minute then. I'll do the customs like boxes run so you can see what it is. Wanted to see some RP action. Such a nice gun to use. I know. I just keep getting one shot with it. Never mind. Haven't gotten signal done, but others did. Like I haven't. I've played maybe 6 raids of Shoreline or something. I haven't finished Signal 1. Oh. Which quest should be a prime focus at certain stages? For example, it's important to kill killer prior to test drive, as you'll probably fight the goons during test drive 3. See, I actually don't even know because I haven't tried to do Kappa for years, so I don't even know. I don't have the practical experience to tell you guys how to get Kappa because I don't do it, so I just don't know.
Gold, please. Jack Reddish has become a member.
Yo, thanks, Jack. Thank you for becoming a member over on YouTube. Appreciate it, bud. If you don't go for Kappa, what keeps you playing? I mean, you certainly don't need Kappa to keep going. I mean, I like the completionism of Max Traders, Lightkeeper, the Hideout, usually. And the gameplay loop in and of itself is enough. You know, amassing resources and... Like, Kappa, to me, ruins the fun. I don't enjoy going for Kappa because it makes me do stuff that I don't want to do. We'll have a very quick look in here and then we'll go somewhere else. Machinery I don't care about. Did I just hear something to my left? Sorry, to my right. Technical supply. Wrench. I decided I didn't need those anymore either. Oh, I hit the I hit the light bulb. Toolbox there. The more I play, the more fun is in the progress. See, I like the progress until it makes me do stuff that I really don't want to do. That's kind of where I sit on it. Because I don't like using bolties. I don't like sniping particularly. I don't like the feeling of being purposefully undergeared compared to the people that I'm playing against, which would be fine if I was actually good at using bolt actions, but I'm not, and so I just die over and over and over, and I get really frustrated. I just hate using... I'm like, oh, I've leveled up to all this progress, so that then I'm enforced to use the kits that BSG tell me I should use for the next foreseeable future of my entire life. That's the reason why I stopped doing it, because I'm just like, well... You know, I've got all this gear, and I'm going bolt action, bolt action, bolt action, SR2M, 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 AK-12, 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 RPD, RPD, just like what are we doing here? Like, I got the progression so I could level up stuff, so that I can then use them in raid, but I'm not allowed to use any of the things that I got from progression in raid. It just feels rather pointless to me, is all. And then, yeah, you're fighting against RNG and spawn rates for bosses, and maybe that's slightly better this way, but I don't know. I just don't like it very much. Yeah, it just depends what you enjoy doing, exactly. And let's put it this way. There's been multiple wipes where I've said, like, oh, you know, maybe let's go for Kappa, let's try it. And then the process of just trying to at least, like, start going for Kappa, I've not liked it. I've not enjoyed it. It's saying divide. We'll go this way. I don't want to die in the scav run if I can help it. The scavs are for collecting gear, not for getting shot by PMCs. Are you moving house soon? I am in a temporary location right now because we've got building work going on at ours. So there's too much like hammering and bashing of stuff for me to record, use the microphone, etc, etc. This route always feels like PMC Central, so I've avoided that fight, but I've probably jumped into another fire. Yeah, stuff I have to force myself into, I leave out. Yeah, I mean, some of them I've enjoyed as challenges in the past, but I've done them enough times now that I just do the stuff that I want to do. I don't mind some of them, and if the progression is required to get to max traders, then I will do that, obviously. But I'm not going to do the things that Kappa requires just because... Oh my god, what the hell was that? And why can't I walk up this? Yeah, I'm not just going to do the stuff for Kappa because it takes way too long. And then it also affects but it's a bit different for me, right? Because I'm making content as well. And my style of content is not stream all day. And whatnot. Oh, looks like a scav. And so I don't play as much as the full-time guys. And that means that I have to be a bit more purposeful about what I do on stream. And typically I'm like testing guns I think would be useful for people in sort of the, I don't know, the 50th percentile, I guess, of Tarkov. Like, I'm making content kind of for everybody. And so, for me, it's more useful to focus on doing things that are kind of like fun weapons, fun tricks, fun ways to get like good ammo early, or stuff like that, as opposed to spending my time trying to get headshots on Shoreline. It's not a very good use of my time from like a business perspective, for my type of content at least. It's quite early, 20 minutes. I feel like I'm just going to get shot here. Feels like a dangerous raid, this one. Where'd you get sewing kits? Swipe? Oh man, I don't even know. I seem to be picking them up all over the place now that I don't need them anymore. But I seem to... I'm pretty sure you get them in toolboxes, I think. I found quite a few on these drill runs. Just in various places. Okay, so this is the drill run that I've been doing. Usually it's alright, although as I said, this raid feels kind of sketch. Anyway, this crate is just meds, so I can't be bothered to even look in that one. Well, then maybe I will, because I've actually not really got anything with me. What quests get you to not do it? All the bolty ones. No, I didn't mean top 50%. I meant, although you could take that as a compliment. I basically meant like, I'm trying to, I make content kind of for the like the bell curve, like the central section of the bell curve. I mean, that's prudent from a business perspective as well, right? It's like the most viewership. I think this sounds like nothing worse to me than trying to do Shooter Born in Heaven on Ground Zero, for example. That sounds like a way to make me quit the game. Sounds like people have been here already, unfortunately. Where are all the tool sets? All the toolboxes. See if there's any in here. Although this looks pretty scalped as well. Let's have a look. Sometimes this is basically empty, this run. And sometimes it's busy with lots of different people. May as well take the bits, but there's one sneaky one up here. This one, I think this one always seems to spawn. Come on, let me up. Let me up. Oh, come on. Ground Zero Shootable is the easiest map, though. I'm glad you think so. And you can enjoy doing headshots over there. Like, it's easier to get to see, well, to find people, I suppose. But, like, most of the reason why other people are there is also that same quest. Especially later on in the way. It's just bolty people as far as the eye can see. Yeah, Lighthouse is also particularly awful. What is this deal? Do I even want this thing? I think I can. I think I can get these anyway, but I'm not sure. I think you can buy 34mm mounts. I'm not. I can't remember. Now propane. I think I don't have enough propane. I actually think I don't have enough. I'll need them for Peacekeeper at some point. Okay, there's sometimes a box here. So there is like loose leaves. There's like blue tape there. Sometimes a duffel in here. It's not today. We'll go halfway down and there's this doorway that gets you through to this other section. Most of this is just weapon boxes, but there's a couple of good ones. So there's the duffels in here. But it looks like these are probably done. The other one's closed though. Bleach. Hard drive. I'll take the bleach because you can turn that into helmets. The hard drive, I've got enough for now. You can buy 34mm Jaeger 3. I'm actually on Jaeger 3. Okay, well, I won't worry then. Take these two instead. Doesn't look like these are done. Go in here. There's not one in there. Duffel here. Can of Coke. Scoping mount. Don't fit. Not the right type, unfortunately. 11k. Fine. There is no flea this wipe, Simon. There is no flea. Kvass is pretty good. So if I get rid of the D, battery, and the wrench, take the Kvass. It's useful because it barters for a TAC 30 if we run out of scopes. Giga Beef the Tango Sniffer. You just lost one and found a replacement already. Tango. It sounds like a kind of it sounds like a sort of innuendo or euphemism or something. It sounds like something really, really dirty at least. Get rid of the AI2. I usually run my scav like right to the wall. I'm not intending on fighting anybody, and if I do, I'm probably screwed anyway. So duct tape. Is anything better? No. T-plugs. This also sucks. Right, here's another toolbox. This area is where I found one this morning, another drill, but no such luck today. What's in there? Normal tape. Right, what we've got was our exit. Old road gate. Maybe we'll do that one. It's up by dorms. Slightly. Actually, is it that much closer? Yeah, it is a bit closer, actually. Our battery? That's better. Oh, meds. Okay. APAC? Fine. We'll sort some of these over. Which one's this one? RBAM. Those are good to sell. This is decent. Relays. I think I still need more relays. You just need millions of relays. Oh yeah, metal parts. We'll sort with this guy. There we go. You at warehouse 17? No, this is warehouse 4, no? Oh, I am at warehouse 17. Yeah, you're right. Do you do Tarkov Shooter 1 and 2? Isn't Jaeger locked behind them pretty much? I do 1 and 2, but you just have to shoot scavs. That's like no big deal. Tool sets for pain, that's right. The amount of need for that is insane. At least you can barter them, though, and you can use those bartered ones in the hideout, too, because you can use non-founding raid, right? So that is okay. Drills, you just have to find them. There's no craft, there's nothing. You're just stuck. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe just... I'll take this Juk plate. Everything else is just going to come out, I think. Bam, 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 bam. We're back in the problematic situation that we were in before. Slightly. Is that most short enough? It is. We'll take one of these so we can do a bit of a barter. I'll sell the rest of this stuff. I'll sell these things to traders. I'm missing like 8 motors. They're so rare. I could craft them with drills, but they are just as rare. Exactly. At least motors, though, they're the end thing, right? So if you have all your drills and you need motors, you can use the drills to make motors after you found them. The other way around, you can have as many motors as you like, but you can't make a drill. You'd rather it be that way around. Right? You have optionality at least. Try to get Peacekeeper up. Peacekeeper and Skier. Sell the rechargeables at this point. No, this is fine. We can boost that guy up. We'll hand this into mechanic because I've still got these ones to give in. What's it called? Farming. And in those bad boys, right? Okay. Then we've got some knives. And the crevasse. I think I've got 2 now. I'll need 1 more, I believe, but... What's this one? It could be 7. Bit of BT, we can stick that up there, though, that's fine. Leech. That's not what I meant to do. Got any more space over here? I've got a bit of space in here. I'm going to sell that. I'll keep this for now. Just shove those on that. I'll be selling that too. Oh yeah, I was going to get a bag, wasn't I? Okay, grab a bag from over here. Do need a lot of wires at some point. Annoying thing, Skier just won't buy half this stuff. It's RBA. I can't remember with RBAM. I can't remember whether that one's any good or not. So I like those TNTs because they're quite expensive, right? Zibbos. Every time I'm bartering those for these M67s because that allows me to then craft stuff. Sorry, we'll take it into raid. Man, supplementing wires, AFAC. Probably just sell the AFAC. You can take this. Jaeger can take this. I think... Actually, yeah, we can put this final stack of rubles up here. Okay. Right. Well, no drills, but never mind. It does what it does. This is helpful to clear out some of our stash. We're making room, my friends. We're making room. Right, we just need a splint. And then we can get on. There it is. We got this. That'll do. Got this guy. Wait, I did put a... Wait, I didn't put the laser on it. Oh. Maybe I didn't do it. I don't remember. Laser and light. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. Actually, how's the hideout? Let me just check. Sleeping on the barter. Yeah, it's funny. The craft is now not required anymore. Because last wipe, we needed to do the craft for the tool sets because you need them found in raid. We don't need the craft anymore because the craft is strictly worse. What's this? Oh, yeah, weapons parts. I was going to do... Maybe I should make some more SOST while I've got the chance. Yeah, let's do that. We may as well. Turning these grand juices into Salewas basically by doing this thing. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, if you get 8 of these, you can barter for one of these guys, which is actually maybe quite fun. I'm like thinking about picking one of these up, filling it with like BCP FMJ. Right, Shoreline, let's do it. How are we doing? Yeah, okay. God, we need to stop dying on Shoreline. I literally haven't survived I don't think I've survived a raid on Shoreline in the last, like, couple of days. Loneliness spam streets. Construction area for drills, maybe filing cabs. Yeah, like they're both good for it, but it just depends whether you find them or not. What things are drills for? You need 4 for the workbench. You need 2 for the lavatory. And they're just rare. I've only found 4 in total, and I got 1 from gunsmith. And there's 1 more from gunsmith, which is kind of what we're working towards. Hey, how's it going? I've been on holiday for the last 2 weeks. Anything I need to say before I jump back on Tarkov? So I guess you were here at the beginning of the wipe. I mean, they've basically opened up to level 3 traders on everybody. That's what you need to know. But the trader spend is really high, so it's hard to get there. But it is technically open. So the fastest way, if you have Arena, the fastest way to get progression is just to smash through Arena and transfer a load of cash over. Because that will make it just so much easier. You can just burn the Arena cash if you need to get the trader levels up, etc, etc. So yeah. Now go to bus station and pick up a drill. Well, that's where one of the spawns for 112 are, West 112, as well. So we should go and check. Is insurance worth it now? I did not notice how much that insure. I didn't insure in the end. I cancelled it. It's worth slightly less than what the armor would be to buy. So I think a plate that's like 20k would be about 15k to insure, something like that. It's not too bad. Kingslayer, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it, man. Level 2 workbench and lavatory is the drills. I waited 9 minutes for an arena match. That's wrong. Like if you get over like a few minutes, you should just cancel it and get back in. If you're playing unranked, that is. When you're doing scav, you skip to the room. I find most drills from med crate bed to servers and go left to truck in mechanic shop before going right to change room. I don't know what any of that means. I'm sorry, Dino Dan. I don't know the call outs though. The main. You mean the main med crate? Oh, I think I do know what you mean actually. Med crate to servers and go left. I did. You're right. I did not go underneath the truck or the one above on the ramp. But there's only toolboxes in there. Only 2 toolboxes in there total. I should have gone in there. I forgot. Last hero or checkpoint. All maps. Other game is kind of dead. I find I can always get a game on Teamfight Chop Shop if I want. Yo, Tapia. First, show some appreciation for the content considering how much I consume. Thanks, man. Hot zone. Oh, yeah, hot zone's some really annoying. Is that plant the bags things? Is that plant the vests? I forget. Time to go punish myself for no reason. Exactly, that's why we're all here in the first place. Yeah, like if you have a class 5 thing that maybe you might think about getting back and money's not really a problem and it's hard to replace the item, then like maybe insurance is worth it. The problem is that like the rate of it getting taken is like proportional to how valuable it is to insure and how much it costs. So it sort of makes the maths a bit tricky, but I think it's at the end of the day, it's a judgment call. With your graphics video, how on earth do you get DLDSR working borderless? You have to have your desktop res the same as your... Well, you basically have to have your desktop res set to the DLDSR setting. That's ultimately how it works. So then it like fits inside. Otherwise, so you can do it without doing borderless, but I find it really annoying when I'm streaming. If you're alt-tabbing a lot, then it becomes a real pain. So I try to avoid doing that. There was the thing that stopped me for ages because I'm always bringing stuff onto screen or web windows like showing people or, you know, full screen works. Yeah. But this also means that if you've got it that way, you can just turn the DLSR settings off in game. You just turn them on and off. Like I could change now to 4K DLSR with literally a switch of the res, and because it's all like within the window, it just does it. So if it's chugging for whatever reason, I can just put it back to 1440p. And there's no restarts or anything. Like it's very, very, very flexible in that way, which is nice. I think I've got it on the middle setting. I don't have it on full 4K. But I've got it on the kind of like middle ground one. I've got it on the... whatever you call it. The first setting, not the... I've got it on 1.78 or whatever it is. Rather than like 2.25 times. But that also means you can switch it out from one map to another pretty nicely as well. Is there a YouTube creator you'd recommend for Kappa tips content, given you don't plan on making that? I'm honestly not aware of any. The people who do that typically stream full-time and don't make that much YouTube content. A lot of the Chads like are not making video guides anymore. We went through like the golden age of the Tarkov Chads where we had a whole bunch of people making YouTube videos. But that seems to have ended. 1620 seems to yield the best results. Same with Helldivers. 4K sometimes a bit much. Just depends on how much your utilization is, really. Oh, I was actually going to go to bus station rather than going up to Signal, but... Is that just scouts wandering about? I'm not sure. Any tips for not getting the same spawn every raid? Should I run a CPU bottleneck simulation during my load-in? That'd be interesting to test, honestly. Pestily, maybe? Maybe. Okay, so... kind of got two conflicting goals. I've got to go up to the top to get to... to get Signal. I'm not sure what the best approach is to this, really. Good job that wasn't a real player, eh? Dude, I thought that this was going to help with the RFP, but the speed at which those guys turn up, it's absolutely unreal. I was thinking of finishing my own standalone Tarkov app for tracking quest items, since I haven't really found anything else that does everything I want. That's fair. Maybe take one of their guns. This is eating ammo? Dude, it really is. I just need to be better. Like that. Somewhat of an improvement. Whoa, double Knossos key. I think they're worth quite a lot of money, aren't they? Nothing quite like announcing your presence to the entire universe. Hilarious and frustrated BSG decided 90% of the scavs will spawn and resort one of their largest maps. Where was that scav? Oh, there he is. Obviously no players around, by the way. I guess. Really? Oh, such a pain. This is Peacekeeper 2. Hey man, I just want to see if you experienced huge spike of cheats this wipe. I'd like 8 in a row, people's 30 KDA. No, I would say no. It hasn't been super bad this wipe for me. I did just have one a minute ago. That said, but rock, paper, shotgun, RFB. Get the speed heal going on EU. I feel like the wipes without flea have been better typically. That's my feeling, but cancel this. I'm a bit worried about getting busy hands if I heal and then try to reload at the same time. Okay, well, should we try going in then? You know, actually, I can go and do the signal section from here. Oops. That didn't go as planned. Think Tarkov 1.0 will be wipe-less? No. They've said it won't be. I got killed from that door with like no audio yesterday, which is really annoying. Do you think Prestige will reset at 1.0? I sure hope it doesn't. If it does, they're going to have the biggest outcry of all time there. There's no way it will. It's just got like 856 in it or something. Oh, FMJ. Okay. Wrong satellite dish? No, that's the right one. It's correct. Well, I'm going to try and bail on this. Right, I'm trying to get down to bus station without breaking my legs, if possible. What's my actual exit? Road to customs. Okay. Should probably head in here first before I try and... God, I get spam called all day. Jesus, stop it. I don't want to miss anything important, so I don't want to turn them off. But it's a pain in the ass. Anyone sees a drill, shout. Don't think there's really anything here. Yeah, I don't know why is road to customs one way? Bit odd. Last time I went to resort, the entire server was there. This is crazy luck. I mean, this is the first time I've been to resort and haven't instantly been killed, so... It's got to happen at some point. And look, the static W112 from the buses then. I think it's because it spawns half the time in the resort, so you probably only... It's like a 1 in 7 for it to be here, so we'll check. I'm historically extremely unlucky with these spawns, so I think the chance of me finding it is very, very, very low. Thing is, we could also find it in these filing cabinets. That's why I'm... And these jackets. That's why I'm checking in here as well. Because we may as well. Okay, battery.
Whoa! Пацан готов!
Not my finest shooting with this RFB. Which bus is it? Is it the one at the back? Or is it this one? It's that one. Well, there you go! It does spawn. It's real. It's real! Okay. Gun is loud. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Well, let's hope it was the right one. I think it is, yeah. West 112. Nice. Now, there's two ways we could do this. We could either go back in, or we could do that on another run. I know it doesn't sound like there's anybody here today, but now that we've got the key, and I've got the first part of signal, I feel like I should just get signal done, because this map so far has been so cursed. Vitamins. I'm also probably going to retire the RFB, because I'm just garbage with this weapon. True garbage. Like, heaven forbid if I fight an actual player. Like, they're just going to kill me. They're just going to straight up kill me. There's no way. I feel like a toddler with this gun. I used to love the RFB. I played too much arena. Now I just don't feel comfortable with semi-auto weapons at all. Greed the quest? Yeah, we're not doing that. Because we've got permanent progression here on the key, so we're going to go get signal done, because otherwise, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to wander in there. I'm going to have an RFB. Someone's just going to machine gun me down. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be sad. And I wish I just kept my signal progress. And that'll be that. I don't mind greeting quests I feel confident about, but I'm not confident in the resort. It's one of the places in the game that I just really don't play very much at all. So I hate being in there because audio's weird and people know where all the routes are, and it's just one of the places I have the least practice. More about the RFB or with DMRs. The thing is, though, it's like a DMR with quite high recoil, so it's like quite unruly, right? The RFB is just quite unruly in general. So you can't really, well, you shouldn't really be using it in CQB, not really. Like, obviously you can. But it's not ideal. It doesn't handle anywhere near as well as the other guns. Like the SR-25 or something, like even like a half decent build for that gun will just feel so much better on recoil and stuff. Yeah, I'm expecting to kills for making the right choice. I mean, we probably can't run it just because I've run out of BCP FMJ. It's taking me like 6 shots to kill every single scav. Which is an insane ratio. I mean, there's half a chance I just die here anyway. People are always gravitating to this part because there's a safe in the main building. Okay. Let's get to Road to Customs then. ASAP. At least it worked out with the extracts. It's not too bad. Don't like the RFB, not many clicks to get it going. Can't do much with it. Yeah, it's still good. It's still good. This is a me problem, not a gun problem. It's also very cheap. 2 CPU fans and you can make one. I was sliding down there then. I was like actually stuck. We found the SKS. Yeah, when I get stuck in CQC, I always get frustrated and never use it again. It's the same kind of deal. That's why the flashlight and the laser is actually pretty handy. But I much prefer using something that gives you that bonus the whole time. WMX or whatever. I can actually buy those now, I think. I should probably start buying them. Either that or a D-Bal or something. I think the WMX is cheaper. It means I don't have to think about turning it on or off in the fight. Which I've got a bit better at, but I'd rather not. I should technically have the flashlight key on a better key. I don't have it on a great key. It's like, I still have it on T, which is a bit, no, it's a bit of a rubbish key. Because it's like one stretch over from reload, so if I'm in a panic, sometimes it means that I accidentally reload just before I fight, which is like really bad. But I normally just run the WMX, so it normally is not a problem. Thing is, like, even if you put something like a Cobra on the SKS, even if you do that... Oh, there's someone... Is that a scav? There was somebody walking that way, and they were, like, pointing this way. I am actually going to go the other way. I'm going to go Railway Bridge. That's kind of spooked me out. There was a scav walking backwards facing Road to Customs. Which probably means nothing. But it's just kind of weird. My spidey sense is tingling, let's put it that way. My spidey sense is tingling. I don't mind taking out a few scavs over there, that's fine, but... It's the way that he was walking. Yeah, we're not... Trying not to take any chances with this one, because... I genuinely don't know how many successful raids I have on Shoreline. Are there any other quests we've had to do on Shoreline? Or is Signal the first one? I can't remember. Like, Signal Part 1 might be the very first one. I don't remember. If I've done any others on Shoreline this way. Probably, honestly, probably not. This might be the first extract out of Shoreline. And we've played quite a few raids here. Shoreline has been devastating for my kids. Fishing gear? Yeah, I've done that. I'm not onto that yet because I need friend from the west. I need one more USET kill before I get that one. So I've not done fishing gear. I think this might genuinely be the first extract. Funny. I like the idea of WMX for point fire, but I always forget to use swap modes and end up just turning it off in the heat of the moment. You're kind of like the opposite of me. I just leave it on all the time on IR mode. So I just don't touch it. 4 hours to a battlefield. It'll be interesting to see what it's like. I'll see from my... this kill feed looks a lot better than it actually felt to do. The ranges here really doesn't help, does it? Palava slug. Yeah. I'm not really interested in Battlefield from a content perspective, but... But who knows? Maybe I'll end up playing it. I don't know. I think we were talking about this yesterday. Like, the only one that I really enjoyed was the Bad Company, especially Bad Company 2. Outside of that, I've not really been a big Battlefield guy, particularly. Even the good ones, I haven't enjoyed like that much. I'm not, you know, not crazy about them. Right, Signal Part 1. It is done, finally. Signal Part 2, we have to do the CPUs, the rechargeable batteries, PCBs, and the G-phones. Perfect. Level 3 with Prapor. Lovely. Signal Part 3. Okay, and Scout. Okay, finally we have this one. This gives us the factory key. Nice. A lot of people are saying it looks good. For what it's worth. Eliminate scavs. Hooray. $3,000 XP. I'm not going to fit all this in my stash, am I? No, I am not. Okay, well we'll start figuring out what to get rid of and what to move. So do have quite a bit of random space. Okay. So let's see, what do we want to put away? So we want to put away this, and this. This and this. These two. These at some point. And the meds. The water rations, that. Probably not this. I'll just keep this up here. That can go away somewhere. That. These two. Actually, these lot. Maybe this and maybe that as well. Okay, so... where to begin with this? Right, we'll put the big one in because that's annoying, the propane. Oh, yeah, it doesn't fit in there, does it? Put that in there. Okay. I find this is the easiest way to do it because then you can just basically like roam around your stash. Just popping stuff in. Fill that, fill this, fill that, fill that, fill that. Has this one got 2 spaces? For that. The Soleil was in there. Okie dokie. Another Soleil in there. Have I got anything else medical, actually? Med pile. Splint. Another med pile there. I should probably use the pile of meds for something. I'm like not really using them for much right now. Augmenting. So we've got PP rounds that can go up there. Okay, keep those because I use those in every raid anyway. Spark plugs. Still need. I think I still need more. Every time I look, I need more spark plugs. I'll get rid of that. Control right mouse button. I have it on something else, I'm afraid. I think. What do I have on control right mouse? I think I have something else on it. I think it's for... I think I've got something scope related on that. Oh no, maybe I don't actually. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have anything on control right mouse. I don't want to do it and suddenly realise that I've, like... Got anything else with RMB? Oh yeah, I do have it. Left control, right mouse button. So, oh yes, I know what it's for. Okay, yeah, it's not for these. It's for it's for things like the Bravo. It switches between the middle one and the top one. I don't know where I'd put that. We still got the Razor Naga. Might need another junk box. I know. We'll need one at some point. I'm banking on getting... Basically, I won't need another one when I get 3,000 more XP. Shame you can't just identify the labs cards to tick it up. I think I did take a few of these. Let's grab these. There is enough space. It's just not gonna let me do it right this second. Oh my god. It's pure torture. It's pure torture. It's kind of order dependent. There we go. Make rip stops with that. It's got tons of piles of meds here. Some space free due to signal 2. Yeah. That's where these like random bits are coming from. MDR, pretty nice. Could use that. Don't know whether we're gonna use it like right this second. Oh yeah, and then we got the key, didn't we? Oh yeah, we got the Knossos key as well. What do you need the Knossos key for? I know there's the Labyrinth quest line, but... Hidden layer and offensive reconnaissance. It's needle in a haystack. Who does this come through? Mechanic. I actually have this one. Oh, you have to go to all these places, don't you? Yeah, it opens the door in the pool area. Yeah, it does. I'm just intrigued. How much do they sell for? 55k? Quite a lot. I'm not sure if we care about this. Do I care about the Knossos key? I feel like I care about one of them. I'll keep one of them. We can keep the option of one of them. Don't want to sell both of them. Got another bayonet as well. How's this thing doing? Oh yeah, that thing's just churning away. Okay, fine. Alright. I actually think I was going to sell... What was I going to get rid of? Oh yeah, there was a pair... There was like some nippers. Rather than selling those, I probably should just do the barter for CMS, really. Mr. Beef, I saw you sacrificing MP5s yesterday in the cold circle, and I had to leave, and I couldn't hear why you chose MP5s. Because you can barter them with Peacekeepers, so you get basically every knife you pick up. So that's why I'm picking up so many knives. I've got these bayonets. Every time you pick up a bayonet, You know, you can then turn them into either UMPs or MP5s, and basically 5 MP5s, actually even 4 MP5s and 1 UMP counts towards the 400k threshold this wipe because all the base item prices are so high, which gives you a 25% chance of getting a quest item. So I'm running that right now. I got a 14 hour, unfortunately, though, this time, so it's not as good. But yeah, it's still decent. It's still decent. Okay, so what we need to do next is we needed to do 112 west. Let's retire the RFB for a second. Maybe go mini monster. We'll go SF3P mini monster. RFB. Not RFB. MDR. That seems kind of neat. We'll grab some mags in a sec. Well, I'll use the delta point from the RFB. And the light, probably. Maybe I'll use a different one. Wait, I just did the barter. Why is it? No, there we go. There we go. Where my CMS going? Grab the CMS. I don't really like carrying around a one-use CMS. It kind of sucks. Which I probably should make another one of these. I picked up a one-use splint just to combine with this to make another CMS here. So I probably should just do that. So I'll do that right away. And then just leave that up here for now. So that was FMJ. What we got here? So we've got SOST 856. Which one is worse? One of them is going to be a stacking one. I can't remember which one's worse. FMG is actually slightly better. Oh, I need to do something about magazines, but yeah, all right. Take the delta point across. We'll take across. So we'll just look in the spruts. 2p, that'll do. We'll take our sauce as well. So this is going to be all SOST in this first one. Then we'll do 15 FMJ in the next one. Then we'll do 6 of that, 9 of that, sauced in there. We'll just take a bit extra of this just in case we run out. I don't even have enough to buy a single stack of ammo. There we go. What are you running in the cultists? 5 MP5. Pretty much. Wait, is that all? Is that all of it? I think that's. I think that's all my sauced. Oh god, it's so painful. It's so painful. How much do I have in here anyway? 30, 60, 80. Yeah, that is actually nearly all of it. Whatever. May as well just take it all then, I guess. Although I'm crafting more, but yeah, it gives you kind of like one. If you die, it gives you like one good run. But I've focused. I've like changed my focus a little bit, changed my priority ever slightly, which is better because what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is I'm finding a lot of blue powder. So I actually have my scav to run, but I just can't right now. We'll try and get this one done on Shoreline. Go nice and early. So let's see. We got so lucky with 112. It's like the only time that I ever get lucky with this thing. So West 112 it is. Got to go and get the doodad for Skier. And then, if we work on his stuff, we then should be able to buy what we need. The Vector. Oh, I was going to sell this, wasn't I? Thank you for your service, Keltec RFB. Exactly. We'll go back to it at some point. We'll go back to it. What I should probably do is play with it in Arena. That would help. A lot, actually. I need to consolidate these two things so that they're next to each other. I'm always like pulling stuff out, putting them back in other places. Any other like one slot types? I've got that one there. All this aramid. Your hideout stresses me out, but look how close we are to the thick items case, honestly. In your video, you talked about the DT hybrid suppressor Arta, but there's also the Rotor 506 suppressor for 2 magnets. Isn't that a Rotor 762 suppressor for 2 magnets? I should run some 762 though. You're right. This is 762. It is not 556, unfortunately. It's still good though. Do you have the signal jammers? I'm not really gonna do those right now. Maybe I should. Should I? I guess I should do it. I guess I should start doing it. Just take the 1 out of 3 CMS in your bag. If you lose it, no loss. It could still be used. Gives 4 surgeries. I am, right? Did I not do that? 760 PS goes pretty hard at the minute. Who are the best traders to prioritize getting to level 3? And or, in your opinion, what stations of the hideout should be priority? I've got like 2 questions that are sort of similar from both sides of the chat. So hideout is workbench and lavatory. Those are the absolute priorities. You need to get drills. You need drills. For the trader side of the equation, Mechanic 2 is really good for that hybrid 46 barter. It allows you to complete loads of the gunsmiths. Without it, it's very difficult. Also means you can put that hybrid 46 on almost anything. It's very flexible suppressor. So that one is very, very useful. I think that... So I've got a particular... armor strategy that I'm using right now, which is why you see me running the press vest in pretty much every raid, because this means I don't have to like sweat and kill bosses or do rogue runs or use arena or anything like that, because I'm not using arena at the minute. But I can create a class 4 front, class 3 back armor pretty much on loop. It would help if I had lavatory. Oh god, is this broken? The freaking... Oh no, it's so annoying. I'm just gonna end the app. But we probably should give Tarkov a rest anyway. We've had it open for a long time. Would it not be Ragman for survivability? So the issue is, right? Yes and no. It depends on your cash position. So Ragman 2 is very useful because you can complete... So he doesn't have any class 4 to start with. You have to complete Audit on streets to get the 6v13, Ballet Lover to get the Ulay, and Database Part 1 to get the Thor Barter, which is... That one's kind of hard because that's like 2 SSDs and you've probably... Sorry, 2 Slim Diaries. You've probably sold them to Peacekeeper. The issue with that is that those 2 armors are like 100k. So that's good as long as you've got enough cash. I think that you're kind of better off like I haven't bought any of those armors off Ragman. I think you're better off... Yeah, okay. I think you're better off circumventing Ragman and going via Prapple 3 if you can. I know Prapple 3 is a bit of a stretch up, but he's a bit easier to get money spent with than Ragman. Yeah, Prapple, PS ammo level 3. PS is okay. PS is alright. And you can stack, and to be fair, you can stack it underneath the stuff you find in raids, so that does help. That does make it quite good. But the reason why, the whole reason why Prapor is good is because he sells the Class 4 front plate for the press vest. Now, you can make the press vest in the hideout. Oh my god, this is really broken. I should just never press back unless it's literally in the first like 5 seconds or something. It's so busted. The queuing system is so it just like breaks your account for like 5 minutes. So what I'm doing, and so you need a combination of you need a press vest to start with, at least the front plate. Actually, you don't even need that. The basic equipment that you need is slickers bars, really, and 1 grand juice to start the process. After that, you can buy everything. So 2 sling bags from Ragman makes Kojura. Slickers bars you can barter for scav vests, which then make ripstop. A grand juice trades for a Juk front plate, and those 3 items together, Kojura, ripstop, and the Juk front plate, combine together in the lavatory level 1 to make a press vest. That comes with the vest, the front plate, and the back plate. So the front plate you can use again and make another press vest. The back plate is class 3, so you just leave that alone. And then on Prepel 3, you get this baby, which is the class 4 front plate for the press. Only really fits in that and like 1 or 2 others. But this gives you access to a class 4 plate you can buy for 25k, which I would say is really cheap this wipe. I think that's very cheap. Where were these signal doodads? Where are they? This is the reason why we cancelled it in the first place. Oh, did I need to collect? I think I needed to collect them, didn't I? I needed to collect the jammers. Not enough space in stash to collect the cash. It's always a painful one. Okay. Bit more USD. Did I put a laser on this? I did. I didn't actually grab the jammers. Let me do this before we do anything else. Where's the third one? Oh, one's the radio tower, isn't it? Should we just sack off the CMS? We've got to go in west anyway again. We'll just sack it off. What happens at level 35? You open the quest that you get the thick items case from. I forget its name. I just got like 400 upgrades today. No, I don't have a storage problem. Yeah. Did you watch the new Leviticus video? No, I didn't actually. Oh, level 28 to 35 grade is double the XP. Yes, it's exponential. Well, polynomial at least. Progression. Learn to get it twice in a row. Oh no. Skier 3 gives level 4 Western style plates, no? Yeah, but what are you going to put them in? You then have to buy Carasas from Ragman 2, which are like 80k. It gets really expensive really quickly. How do I get the Caras to ref? You need level 20, Boris. Got my last E-fuel? Well done, Boogie. Private clinic, that's the one. Do you have a Lennox? I do indeed. Do I have an ophthalmoscope? I do indeed. Differentiating between polynomial and exponential. Do I smell a science background? Yeah, we've talked about it a few times recently, actually. We've had quite a lot of conversations about science and stuff. Yeah, I have a physics master's. That's what I did at uni. I've actually kind of got back into science over the past, like, maybe 2 weeks. I think it's because I've been watching a bit more. I've not had, like, time to do anything because the wipe has been so busy. So I've, like, occasionally just, like, crashed in bed and then just, like, watched something for an hour. So I've kind of, like, I'm back on a bit of a science kick. Throat protection is clutch. It's okay. Now it goes to the thorax. It's less problematic, but Yeah, I kind of been reading up again on. I'd like. There's a lot of things that I'd just sort of forgotten. Well, question. I'm trying hard to find the overseer key. It's in the loot pool, but it doesn't seem to be spawning at the fixed spawn points properly at the moment. We actually still haven't fixed it. It's been an issue all wipe. So you basically either need to just check a million filing cabinets. So go to admin or weather station or bus station to try and find it. It's in the loot pool. And jackets or whatever. It's in the loot pool, but it's not spawning at those things, which is annoying. So Ledex streamer loot. I know. I got one in the med box around Big Red. You know, there's that little miniature building. If you were going from Crossroads just down the main street towards the bridge, and on the right in the Big Red compound, there's a little door, and then there's that little building with the filing cabinet, and then sometimes a med box spawns. I got it in there. Loot scavs, yeah, scavs work too. Do you like Kurt Jamal? I don't know who that is. It spawns the fixed location, just not 100%. Yeah, it seems to be like kind of rare. Well, I've got Smuggler's Base one. Maybe I just pop this up here. At least we get permanent progression. Favorite part, physics course? Yeah, I quite liked. I mean, I love the concepts. The concepts are the most fun part. I'm not actually. I wouldn't say I'm amazing at mathematics. I'm like obviously pretty good at maths, but I'm not a pure mathematician. If you're talking about, you know, like a cohort of the small subset of like physics people, I'm very middle of the road in terms of my mathematical proficiency. So a lot of things are sort of I just didn't really fancy doing. Conceptually they're fun, but mathematically they're like hardcore. I don't know whether I should go and check the smuggler's base or whether I should just plow it on and just do 114. I think smuggler's base is just it's so busy with people. It's the issue. There's always people there. Actually, yeah, I tell a lie. I did do a load of raids on smuggler. Maybe I'll just go up to the weather station and try and plant the signal. Maybe I'll just do that. I tried doing some physics last night, realised I forgot how to do integrals. And even if I figured it out, it would be the least of my problems. There's a really cool physics channel on the theory of everything. I've been watching one called... It's called like SBS Spacetime or something. That's the one I've been watching. I was pretty good at physics, I like maths. I think experimental, I wanted to put my head into a wall. I did some cool experimental stuff. What did we look at? We were doing like laser interferometry for something. I don't remember now. It was a long time ago. I actually forget about the experimental stuff. I was never like super keen on the experimental. I quite liked the. Honestly, my favorite part was probably the computational stuff. Actually, that was probably some of my favorite things. I did like a scientific computing module about gravitational lensing, and that was really, really cool. Like building the model to do the gravitational lensing. So you can like pass different objects behind and like witness the bending, basically, of light. Like that was cool. In MATLAB, yes. It's all MATLAB. It was MATLAB all the way down on my course. No, nothing crazy like that. Not like the LIGO thing. That's like a real one. No, we were just like, this is just like small workbench physics. This is like undergrad physics. Did I just see somebody, or was that a figment of my imagination? I love MATLAB. Yeah, me too. And then I came to realise it was very difficult to get hold of outside of the university, and I probably would have been better off just writing in R or Python. Such is life. Oh, it was someone. Could do with my scope now, couldn't I? The friend from the west is calling me. Who's he shooting at anyway? Whenever I'm... He sounds pretty dead. Oh no, I did the drop down sound, crap. He is dead, right? I don't want him to suddenly kill me and stand up kill me. Who was he shooting at first, though? Wait, where is he? Where's he gone? Is he behind that rock? Yeah, he is dead. Good. I mean, there could be another one inside or something. I don't know. You never know. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We'll just do a little bit of a split pack here. If you get bored and want to come work on next generation strategic deterrence for the United States, let me know. What an offer. What an offer. Yeah, people leaving their arm on the floor is crazy. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, I can secure my CMS now. There's two right. Okay, well, I mean, it's been stripped out. All right. Eat this, and we can carry on. Our Python makes you good money nowadays. Doesn't clustering in hours. Not convinced. I understood why it worked. The last thing that I did, I decided to go on a little bit of a if this guy took anything out of this one. I'm assuming he did all of these, yeah. He's probably actually got quite a lot on him. I'm very nervous of looting this dude. Well, I need to go and do signal anyway, so we'll wander out. We'll go and do signal. Maybe we'll loot these med boxes or something. Just see if they've got anything in them here. Yeah, no, I engaged in a little bit of financial modeling not that long ago. I was like interested in some backtesting stuff. Like R seems pretty good for that. Run up and loot him? I will. Okay, this place is pretty much done. I will. I'm gonna go do signal first. Which one is it? This one. So weird noise then. Don't shoot me in the head. Don't shoot me in the head, please. Wearing a packer. Now we'll take the backup gun. Don't need that. Something like that. I guess. Okay, well at least we got that done. Alright, cool. The last 4.3k with Peacekeepers destroying the bank. Yeah, if you just decide to just churn, you will hemorrhage cash. It's actually insane. Budget cut in level 29 if I ever saw one. I thought he was more geared than that, based on his like outfit. Financial modelling makes me think of posing in very little clothing while the cash rains down from the ceiling. No, I was looking at... What was I even looking at? I can't remember now. I think I was looking at buying indexes over, like, certain periods of time. And that's what I was looking at. And, like, ranges of outcomes. I was like, if you bought, like, I don't know, a small amount of an index every day for the past 40 years, what the range of outcomes across starting on every day in that time period, something like that. If anybody knows anything about index funds, the results are not too surprising. That it's very difficult to lose money. Index funds go brr. Index funds always go up. Index funds are the best. I'd certainly agree with that. I'm a big fan. Is it cheaper to heal in the post-game menu or buy mezza heal yourself? I think it's the same as always, which is that it's cheaper to heal status effects with therapists, but it's cheaper to heal your actual body manually. I think that's always been the same, and the costs have ratcheted kind of equivalently. So it sort of ends up being about the same, but it's cheaper to heal yourself with, you know, like paid for AI2s even, I think, than it is to go with therapist, as far as I understand. You're better off buying it all on the first day. Yes, but the problem is that you don't have all the money on the first day. That's the issue, right? Is that like most people, well, or everybody has to average in because you get paid a salary every month, so you don't have any choice. So it was more about like what's the biggest drawdown you could expect with this particular strategy, or at least what's the range of possibilities. Something along those lines. I ended up using AI to like teach myself R. It's actually quite good at that. And it doesn't always get it right straight away, but then you can ask it things like, you know, oh, I've had this error, what does this mean? And it'll like slowly, iteratively tidy itself up kind of thing. I think it's probably fine if you're building like something small, just for like a little back test or whatever. Not some like mega app. Index fund's not as good as tailing Nancy Pelosi. There are suppressed shots. 100 meters this way. It's right on the edge of audibility. It tails off really quickly. You either hear it or you don't. Like, I've heard this in my own testing. Like, when you're on the threshold. It's one of those rare cases where when someone's actually on the threshold of your hearing with the shot, you just hear it. You know that they're at exactly that point. Where's my injector case? That's a bummer. Damn it. Maybe I should have gone the other way? I don't know. SR2M. Annoying. Oh yeah, this is the guy at the start, wasn't it? Oh, so close. PE in the leg. Does that scare the crap out of you when you get shot suddenly? Yes, it does. Shouldn't have ran. Thing is, I was under some time pressure there because I either had to CMS the stomach. I don't think I had any more food, so I was going to run out of like food and water. I should have probably gone the other way because I heard the guy go on the diagonal. So I think I probably should have gone the other side. Will you play BF6 when it launches? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't know. It's not really my kind of game. Yeah, maxing IRAs at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I mean it's better. It's better just to do it all at once. Really, in the long run, you probably increase your volatility slightly, but you maximize your overall returns. It depends on what you want, really. Does UK have anything equivalent to 401k or superannuation? Yeah. Well, yes. So we have a private pension system that allows you to put in money before tax. So there's that. We kind of have two. We have like two systems sort of work alongside each other. One's not like a retirement per se, but it's more savings. Giga financial stream. So we have like private pensions, which is either workplace or you just do it on your own, and that's now like the workplace one is now mandated. So unless you're self-employed, then you have to do it. And some money goes into that, but it goes in pre-tax. So that's kind of similar. The other one that we have is like a post-tax regime called the ISA, which is weird. So it's a savings or investments account. It goes in post-tax, but all returns are tax-free. So it's kind of the other way around, which is kind of interesting. So we have both, but an ISA is like much more flexible. So it's kind of more compelling in some sense because you have more control over something like a private pension because there's no tax when it goes in, and then you can kind of like drip feed it out, right? Whereas like with an ISA, you've already taken the hit up front, but you don't have to wait like 40 years, so you can kind of do what you want with it when you want. It's kind of the deal. So it's kind of a hard choice between the two here. Kind of choose between the two of them. The ISA is not like strictly a retirement account, but a lot of people use it for that. Does the UK have an equivalent to US social security? I mean, there's a state pension, Whether or not that's even going to exist when, you know, even I get to retirement. They keep pushing the year up. And we're basically, I mean, the US is bankrupt as well, but... So we'll see. We'll see about that one. Would have been fitting to have this topic during the Streets financial quest. Yeah, going into the audit building. Yeah, for sure. For sure. My retirement strategy is dying on the last day of work. That's a good one. That's a good one. What time is it anyway? 3:30. Okay, we actually have a bit of time. Well, we did the first section of Signal. We still need to get in, though. We still need to get into Resort. Do you think they're releasing traders too fast? Yeah. At this point, I do, yeah. I do. Sounds like Social Security to me, out of money and the year keeps getting pushed. Yeah, I mean, like, it's insanely expensive for the state to provide this particular fund. It's even worse here, actually, because we've got this this policy called the triple lock, which means that the amount that you get in the state pension goes up by, there's basically 3 factors to it. There's inflation, there's wage growth, and then there's a flat figure, which I think is 3% or so, 2% or 3%, I can't remember. And it's like it's like max of those 3 functions, so it's like kind of mad. I always thought the Social Security number the same as our NI number. I think so. Sounds like it. I think it's currently 67 for me. I think. Basically, don't rely on it. Is my advice. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily have a choice, but like, yeah. That's this year too. Not expending any pension outside my own savings. Yes, it's a bit like, a bit awkward, right? The whole thing's a bit awkward. If people want to prestige twice, I don't think traders are going too fast. That's true, but this is supposed to be hardcore WAP. I don't know if this is supposed to be like mega everyone, no, cater to the people who want to prestige twice kind of deal. I just watched a video about the UK pensions are projected to outgrow costs in 2036 due to the triple lock. I mean, the IMF literally just came out and said the 2 things the UK needs to do is get rid of the triple lock for a start and benchmark it to the actual just cost of living on its own. Just do that. And the second one is like charging wealthy people for NHS access at point of service, which is like that's like really controversial actually for the UK. But that's what they said. That's what they've said. Right, what are we going to use here then in this next one? Should we try, like, oh, God, I hate Shoreline. Should we do something different? I can't really do anything different though. I really need to get this vitamins bit if I want to do the next gunsmith. I do need to get to Skier 3 though if we're going to do this. What will that actually give me? That's going to give me 0.05. So it'll take me to 28. I could always pay him a mil, but I don't want to do that. Oh, and then we need friend from the west as well. Well, like, I'm so close to doing loads of stuff here. Secure folder. This is the woods one, which is pretty easy. I do want to get this done. So painful. Love spending another $35k on Peacekeeper for level 4. Yeah, what is it? Like 100 and something K? 110k for Peacekeeper 4? It's like insane. Actually insane. I mean, I think that was all my... Oh, yeah, I know what we were going to do. We were going to run 762 by 39. That's what we were going to do. I'll have to move some things so they fit in. I'm like loath to fix this at this point because I know that we're like 1,000 XP away from getting the thick items case. So it's quite an annoying one. What's the options here? Let's have a look. Shove these in here. Yes, right. Let's have a look at links. I think I've basically stored up all of this for the whole time. We've got SKSs, not going to use that. Got AKMs. 103. This is the 222 Shankar. We could buy just an AKM. I think with limited modding, I think the best is the 103. Maybe we'll just go with the AKM. I think. Let me just see how do we... This is going to take... Yeah, this is going to take these, and I actually have some of those. Yeah, we'll just take the AKM. I think that's fine. I have got a Lennox. Yeah, I've got one. Got one already. Okay. What am I doing? Who's beeping outside? AKM. Okay, right, let's do this. So I'll just shove that there. Gonna make this build. So we've got a suppressor already. Let me just put this on the modding one. So we'll grab one of these rotors because we may as well. And then I've got one of these VS combos. Let's just use that, I think. Take that off because that is sacrilege. Paying to whole life double on it. How does UK health insurance work? Yeah, in US self-employed people get wrecked on health insurance. Well, it's in the UK. I mean, it depends on the circumstance, but most healthcare is just free. You can pay to go private, but the UK system is reliant primarily on the fact that it is free. Wait, I just bought this thing. Why is it saying I didn't buy that? I literally just bought this. What should we stick on here? Maybe like a Cobra or something? Got a couple of RK3s, a couple of MOE AKs. Yeah, this is alright. Scorpius. MOE AK on there. Now I think I've got... Actually, no, I don't. We'll just go... Maybe just get butt pad. Let's have a look. You can have sensitive healthcare. Yeah, exactly. We get access to the NHS, indeed. Can't buy any of these ones. It's annoying. I think you're better off from ergo standpoint. I think you're better off putting this on and then the butt pad. I think that works better. Basically 2 ergo for free if you do that. Okay, and then we go Bastion. Then we can decide what to put on this thing. We'll go like little side rail. How much are these? 18k. Very tempted. Right, I'm going to build this up for now. And then we can decide what site to put on top. So what have I actually got for the time being? Don't have anything that great, actually. Skeletonized stock is far better. Which one? This thing? I can't get this though, no? Do I have one? I don't think I have one. You can't get any of the good ones, I'm pretty sure. You could go PT AKM and then PT1, in theory. Actually, I can buy that. Maybe I should do that. 51.90 on that. That is probably a lot better. Let me see. 47.97. Yeah. It's a bit better. Don't know if it's worth the money, but... Anyway, so we've got to decide what to put up here. What did I say I had? I've got like an ACOG and stuff. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We'll continue this conversation in a second. I've got another Valday. Got a couple of ACOGs, but the thing is, if you get caught at short range with these things, you're just like really screwed. I'm so spoiled by short range engagements these days. I really am. I want to use the hollows, really. I use the hollows so much in Arena, it's actually, like, kind of problematic. Can you do the Tech 30 barter? Yeah, we could do. I've actually probably got quite a few scopes just lying around. Let's just stick this ring on and then I can see what the deal is. Yeah, I've got quite a few. I've got TAC 30. TAC 30 actually is probably quite good for this weapon. That's probably got quite a good shout. Running out of helmets. Don't know if I want to wear a big tan helmet on Shoreline particularly. Starting to do some of these bleach trades to get these things. Okie dokie. Then he says buying a tan, whatever. Okay. This. Nade. Need to throw my nade more. Do you think about it? Can you get a 45 rounder at this point? You actually can. I think I might just buy one. I've got a lot of BP, actually. These are all my jukes. I've got loads of them. Heal this, okay. Alright, now we just need to decide what to put in. So we've got PP, PA. I've got a lot of good ammo for this caliber because I've not really used it that much. So we'll split this one 20 and 20, and then I'll just buy 2 more regular mags. This one I'll just put PS at the bottom of this guy. PS is still pretty good. Yeah, that ought to do, I think. Would be alright. Pacific Sari. Got a lot of herring as well. Actually, I probably need a full water bottle for this one. Okay, so got one more of those to go, and... Oh yeah, I need to get up on the top, don't I? This is the red one. So we need to get up into 112. That's what we need. That's really the priority. Take another one of these. Alright. Let's try it. Not free, we pay for it to tax our income. Yeah, but that's different. Hey, Mr. Beef, how's everything going? All right for you. Looking for vacation while families visiting castles and villages in the summer heat. Nice one. Yeah, no, it's going all right. It's going good. Enjoyed the wipe so far. It's pretty, it's a pretty hardcore, sweaty wipe for full-time gamers, but you know. Did I put a foregrip on this in the end? Did I forget? Oh no, I put a little cobra on it. You can't see it because my guy's hand. That's fine. How is it different? Because if you're not working, you don't pay for it. For example. So there's no like fixed cost for it, right? What would you rather have for a helmet? Tier 3 with ear or tier 4 without? Tier 4 without. Almost always. Run another scav, good for 2000 XP and maybe a drill. Well, it won't go to my PMC, will it? But oh, I see. Play arena to get the XP. Oh, I not understand what you mean now. Can other players see your tagged items? I can't remember now. I feel like they could at one point, but I feel like maybe that's gone away. I don't remember. Is there a project to have on Tarkov point release a proper hardcore mode alongside the normal one, or is this hardcore the closest we were going to get? We don't know. Honestly, things have changed a little bit. So, BSG have said in the past there's going to be two accounts: a non-wipe account and a wipe account, like seasonal account. But then after that, they did PvE, which doesn't wipe. So I don't know yet whether they mean that that non-wipe account is kind of going to be PvE. Maybe they replaced that in their mind. I don't really know. And then the hardcore mode, Nikita said it was something to do with prestige, but that doesn't really seem to, I don't know, that doesn't seem to really work based on the fact they've released like 5 stages of prestige now, and it's just do Kappa every wipe. I'm not really sure. So it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't really know. I would quite like it, but people will always go like split the player base and yada yada, which I can see. But I'd still like a hardcore mode where people are just playing against each other, like we are in this wipe, but without it being enforced. It's the only way to, well, I say bridge the gap, but not bridge the gap, because you can't make a compromise between the two sides of the player base that want to play the game normally or not. They said it was going to be to do with prestige, right? This hardcore thing. Have they teased the next game? No. We don't know. Well, they said it was going to be Russia 2028, but then Nikita said that was paused in pre-production, and they had had something new planned, but it's like behind the scenes. He was very coy about it. So we really don't know what BSG are up to after this. We don't know. When you hit prestige, you lose everything in your stash. You get to transfer. There's a small window, a bit like the BTR. There's like certain items you're allowed to move, certain items you're not. So you're allowed to move like a few little things, but for the most part, yes. I think 1.0 will be the last possible time there was enough of player base to split the queues that much. Yeah, maybe. Because then there's like 4 different games. Tarkov itself, Arena, PvE, and then maybe even Hardcore. So, you know, they're trying to drive people to Arena, so there's sometimes people are playing Arena rather than playing main EFT, so that is a split that they've introduced themselves. I mean, Hardcore could have no day-night cycle on it, for example, so there's not, you know, people aren't split up as much there, but... And the thing is, on Hardcore, you can have less players. Hardcore's still quite difficult, even if you spawn in, like, just 1 other player or 2 other players or something. It wouldn't need to be... Oh my god. I'm going to have to actually turn my phone onto, like, silent mode, because I'm just getting called over and over and over and over again by, like, spam. I usually like to have it on loud in case I have, like, any urgent calls, but... a minute I'm just getting more rubbish than I am like real stuff. As a streamer, do you have any special access channels to communicate to give feedback to BSG, or do you rely on Twitter like everyone else? There's like there is a Discord where they like tell us of stuff if they're doing things like drops and whatever, that we can ask for extra information, stuff like that, but not really. We find out almost everything, like a 99% from Twitter and Telegram and whatever. There are apps, yeah, I know. I need to look into it. Basically, I need to look into it. Because I started to drive me insane. So it started happening over the last week. Just answer the spam and let them listen to your stream. 1 extra viewer, hooray! Hooray! Normal Tarkov game was going to feel so easy after the hardcore wipe. Yeah, say that again. Make it so that fresh wipes are split, but then after 2 months they merge. That's kind of rogue. It's quite a rogue idea. I'm not entirely opposed to that. Would expect base game requirements going to be significantly increased 1.0 after the hardcore test? What do you mean base game requirements? Like things you just have to do? to like level traders and do tasks and that kind of thing. BSG have got to do a mix of these two things though somehow. Can't just be all hardcore all the time. And I think they've seen that from this wipe, right? A lot of people will just bail on 1.0 and not really want to play if they make it really difficult. I think it's quite good that they've seen that in some ways. You know, Tarkov needs to be for everybody. It can't for everyone in the player base. It's not like not everyone. Obviously, there's a certain type of player that Tarkov appeals to, but this wipe is like it's kind of tricky. I think it could have been okay, but I think there's always going to be issues with a hardcore wipe in Tarkov, just simply because you know, there's a time disparity in the amount that people can play, which makes life that's just gonna make life difficult. Other like BSG unforced errors notwithstanding, you give players who choose hardcore boosted skill leveling and incentive playing it over regular. I think that's what they said was going to happen in Prestige. There was going to be some like benefits to doing hardcore. I don't really remember. Seems like out of testing they've done the past few wipes. Most people at least do like having restricted or no fleet. I think so. And that was the least controversial part of this wipe anyway, because everyone pretty much knew that was coming, right? Kind of feeling like maybe before we go and do anything else, we should probably just try and loot this area, because there is quite a lot of tools loot in this bit. I don't loot it that often, so I don't know the full route of exactly what's where. I thought that was going to be a player. Until he shouted in Scav. 2% of players have reached Ragman 2 after 2 weeks is not good. So there you go. I wouldn't say... We've got to be careful with this 2% thing, by the way, because you got to remember that like the Welcome to Tarkov achievement only has like 50% anyway. It doesn't really change the point particularly, of course, because you know, if we're talking 50%, if we're talking a 50% up, well, sorry, a 100% uplift, that's empty. That still only makes it 4%. But I think that, you know, 4% of Ragman 2, I think that sounds, honestly, it sounds about right. Ragman 2 is quite annoying to get to. It takes a lot of leveling, to be honest with you. And a lot of people, most people are not playing the game full time. Like, they're just not. Yeah, of accounts ever created. That's sort of the better way to think about it. There's not anything in this one? Apparently not. What do you know, the UMP just had a guy absorb nearly 800 damage. That's what happens when you have 25 pen, I'm afraid, against class 4. That's just how it be. Alright, Don't know if there's anybody else around here. Really only have an hour to play arenas. Best use my time until it changes. Yeah, I do think a lot of people left early. I'm in agreement with the chat over on YouTube. I think a lot of players tried it out. There were probably a lot of people who tried it out at the beginning. But then I think a lot of people left early, especially once they played like maybe 10 raids and then ran out of stuff. Dude, it's been so long since I looted this area. It really has been a long time. This is kind of handy though, because we basically either end up in a situation where we are here for a bit and let the resort cool down, but at the same time, if we find a drill, we can just leave. Should probably take that over the sewing kit, honestly. Shot someone with a shotgun 10 meters away, pellets, it was all 400 armor damage, 150 player. Yeah, again, that does happen too. I'll search both these, I did. Should have taken a better sound check on where those shots were coming from a second ago. How's hardcore currently? The issue is that what they're doing is they're scaling up the... Oh, there's a toolbox right there. They're scaling up the top end by opening up the traders, but they're not removing anything that would make lower level players or inexperienced players' lives any easier. Is kind of my issue with it. I mean, it's sort of whatever at this point, I would say. With the boss stuff the way it is, or the way it was at least. Yeah, with the boss stuff how it was, where you could just like farm them and they were 100% tequila and steamroll through the first set of the wipe. Because a lot of endgame players were doing that, and then now it's like, oh well, if you've been playing all day, you can now get level 3 traders, but the requirement is so high. You basically had to have been like permanently online to get to that level. And even, you know, I've been playing pretty hard. Obviously, I've cooled down over the past couple of days. Over the past week, maybe. And even I'm like nowhere near Peacekeeper 3, for example. So you really have had to be permanently online to, you know, hit those points, I would say. So yeah, it's a bit of a sweaty wipe, and then also the fact that they made Arena kind of so powerful, or like left Arena so powerful. They didn't touch Arena enough. They really needed to do more about the 750k a day, but they left that as is basically. So yeah, it's but that's the thing, like, I'm still enjoying the wipe, but I think that they kind of shafted a lot of people with the way that they did it. No fleeing time getting traders. Yeah, they needed to time gate them a bit more, like, isn't it? I don't think there's really any reason for them to do it the way they've done. Maybe I'll just drink all of this. Finally catch a stream. Yo, Harry. It does take a lot of playtime, yeah. Got level 3 traders and I worked, I think it's too bad. Yeah. It's a lot of playtime. So you basically have to spend like all of your free time on it, right? If you're going to do that. As I was saying, like, I don't have all level 3 traders yet. And so you can kind of use me as a gauge there, in some sense, at least. Don't know which of these things I actually need. Oh, not really anything. Do I need this? Lantac? I don't think I need it for anything. We'll take the sewing kit. It's probably more useful. Just extract camp first time in ages? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, 100% boss spawn and the arena sharing. It kind of ruined the opening of the hardcore wipe, which was a bit annoying. The bosses thing I could sort of understand, but they just needed to step in quick enough and change the boss gear so that it was like giving you class 4s and stuff, rather than giving you, you know, Together's face shield. And then that combined with the transit thing just made the opening of the wipe a bit of a, just made it a bit problematic. That's all. I definitely don't need any more of that. I basically hadn't played arena before this wipe. Finished the battle pass. Leveled up my favorite weapons and now I enjoyed it. Yeah, I like arena. Like, don't get me wrong, I quite like arena. I think it's good for like is it good enough as a standalone game? Hard to say. Honestly, hard to say. But is it a good supplement to EFT as a kind of like shooting practice game? Like, yeah, certainly. I'm not afraid to say that for sure. Like, I enjoy my time over there. I like the fact there's incentives to play it. So you have the dailies. I quite like doing the dailies. Because there's sort of a bit of a sort of challenge to it, bit of a strategy to it. I like Checkpoint. I think that's a good game mode. I think the game mode's... I felt like I heard somebody next to me. Being a new player, trying to get my feet under me during hardcore, push me directly into PvE. Well. For single part 1, the progress doesn't save. I don't think it has for a while. What's your pay for LPVO? Probably the Voodoo. I don't mind any of those. Like Voodoo Razor or Schmidt and Bender 128. They're my like 3 faves. I quite like the TAC 30 sometimes, where it's like... Sometimes, like, it does feel that... I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why. I just feeling a bit sketched out. Go back this way. Can't tell if it's just the ambient noise or what, but it sounds like somebody kind of behind me. It's also possibly because I haven't used the AKM. This wipe. And the different noises on the guns do actually cause you some problems. I had that with the VSK. It was like very like clattery to move it about. I found it really disconcerting. Scav factions? No clue. Should I always be crafting sauce? If you want to run 556, then yes. Oh, the second Bolbex! Ah! Sorry, that's glorious. That's glorious to me. I think that means I can do generator, I think. Something like that, anyway. What's the difference between your eye and the screen? I don't know. Maybe 60 centimeters? I don't know. Why? Why'd you ask? Is sauce much better than M855? It's not that much better, but M855 you can only buy at Peacekeeper 3. So for a lot of people, there's no choice. You can't make M855. Oh, I could have put one down there. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, the death recap is unreliable in Arena. Yeah, that's true. Do you like the low resources part of the line? I agree. I agree. Did BT get buffed? Ages ago. 100% boss is fine with reduced loot. I agree. Maybe not to killer, but maybe make factory a transit 2 map or something. I don't know. Find a lot of MF5 at the cinema. Is that the second time you've told me? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm half tempted just to leave. Like, no one's come here. I basically looted everything. Like, I was like, we'll just chill here and let everything die down, but now we're at this point where I'm basically full of tool stuff. Will I be heartbroken if I lose any of this stuff? I mean, all the good things I've kind of kept in there. All the good stuff's in the secure container, really. This stuff's mostly just money. ES lamps are good. Obviously, you need lots of them. Strelo sucks. Paid is just more. I won't actually be heartbroken if we lose this stuff. The tool set is kind of good, but yeah, Arena gives you a great insight into how Tarkov's combat system generally works with the desync and stuff. No problem with packet loss waiting session. I do not, no. Oh, I did this one already. Yeah, 4, it's... The thing is, with the fire rate of the M4, it's kind of okay. Like, 33 pen is pretty bad, though, in most wipes. The main benefit of it is that it will go straight through a Class 3 helmet. Was this looted before? Making the barters relevant is a good thing about hardcore. Yes, I agree. Very, very good. Okay, now you're making me really make some hard choices, game. Okay. If that's how you want to play it, fair enough. Alright. Alright then. Alright. God, I don't know. Maybe move this. And then put that. Give it a this, because they're more expensive. Take this. Okay. Docks case incoming? Yeah. Right, metal parts. Okay, right, we are leaving then. We are out of here. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Try not to blow up on mines. That would be good. Yee. Close to the edge there. Yeah, the lootable items, barters, and making people care about that, and that, but then also have to balance that against money. I actually don't mind, you know. So you have to think about money too, because money's not useless, but it's not as useful. So it makes the decision making kind of interesting. Was that a person? No, I think it was the way the background is folding in. Because I saw it the second time when I moved as well. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it isn't somebody ahead of me. Yes, it's not transit to Lighthouse. That would be an absolute unmitigated disaster. Yeah, a lot of not obvious decisions, indeed. Indeed. Which is good, right? That's good. That's why it's good. I found 2 drills and 5 evasion armbands. Okay. Hey, do you know the problem with... Oh, yeah, you already asked me that. If I use 1.78 on DSR, will it be nice looking still? Yes, I'm using the middle one at the moment. 2 sewing kits is crazy. I've only found 4 the entire wipe. That was quite good for it. Any good spots for sewing kit? Well, I mean, we just found 2, so... Classic Tarkov, withhold loot, then drop it all on you at once. Okay. Alright. How many raids you done? Don't know, maybe 120? Thick, here we come. Apparently not. The Sakisha... Do you mean the Sakisha moustache? 2 drills, 3 GPUs. I've not found any GPUs this right. Alright. Let's go and grab this. The case of the documents. Alright, and then with the Bulbex, so the Bulbex should give me the ability to do something in here. Let me go and check. Let's see. I found 4 GPUs on Ground Zero. In fact, Ground Zero is good. It's got a lot of computers. Do toolbox loot differ per map? Like, loot does differ per map in general, I'm pretty sure. Right, we're not going to get huffed into doing this, because this is a bad idea. Because of this. I need to check that I can actually do what it is that I need to do. Because actually crafting Bulbex was the thing I wanted. Oh, I need another one of these. I need another electric motor. Okay, well, so the Bulbex was handy, but it doesn't fix everything. We're not using the drill here, though, either. It's very easy to get baited into doing the wrong thing. Just turn this off for a sec. Conch, thank you for the prime.
Ooh.
Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it, man. You're not going to make it, Jim? No, I'm not using the drill. No chance. A, I can use Pestles anyway. B, I need 2 of these for Lavatory 2. This is way, 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 way more important. Okay, yeah, so we got Doc's case now. This is big. This is big. I guess I can keep the Gingy keychain in here too, right? No reason not to, particularly. Oh, was this... I had a press armor in there, okay. Saves me a little bit of space there. That one we may as well turn into a Soleil now. Doesn't save any space, keeping it in its other format. Stick that in there. G-bone, now Jin. And this, box rams. Actually, I'll swap these over just so I can... Oops. So I can get rid of that and then pop them back. Was I going to make anything here? I was probably going to make more SOST actually. Probably should just do that. Yeah, this is the wipe of multiple cases in secure container. I think so. Get to on this one. Double rip stop. Alright, so now we need that. We need that Juk front plate. Wait, what was this? Oh, this was an empty one, wasn't it? I was going to sell this to Ragman, I think. Or was I just going to fill it myself? I can only buy class 4s at Skier, so I'm just going to sell it for now. To search in-item components, find the one. That one. There it is. Bam. So we're just printing press armors out of the lavatory like crazy. Have you considered trading someone in chat for a drill? I have. I've considered it. This might work better this way around, actually. Oh no, I can't put that in there anyway. Maybe I do just leave it like this. Kind of cramping my style, though. Probably got some rubbish stuff that we need to sell, get rid of. Like this, what else? I think I noticed some before. There's some like muzzle brakes, like bits of random sight and stuff. I'll probably sell the Romeo for now. I only use that for gunsmith. What else? It's like actually not good at all. Yeah, that's kind of it. Okay. Time is it? Got time for one more, so I want to try and get this one done. How many of these we got? 2 of those. Maybe just do the next bar. So I periodically just like buy this stuff and do the next thing. I need to get into West still. Oh yeah, the nippers. Okay, right, let's do it. This time though, we're going in, basically no matter what. Oh, the thing is leveling, we're talking about leveling scav camera. Leveling scav camera is like really boring. If you let Gingy in your secure, you end up having 2 slots less. What do you mean? Well, for other stuff. Oh, I guess I see what you mean. For like random other things. Yeah, well, I'm not going to press back this time because it just breaks my game. But yeah, it's a good point. If I'm not like stuffed to the brim with like keys that I need to take in, then there's not really much point taking it. I do have an extra drill if you want to swap it for a corrugated hose or 2. I'm alright. I quite like solving it myself, because then once I've gone through it fully, it really makes me think very, very hard about the solution. Which I find actually helps with the content. Hey, Dr. Hubel, no worries. Yeah, co-op and car extracts, I just find it really boring, right? You just have to like run to the car extract every raid and then leave. It's just really annoying. 556 needs an ammo with 28 pen that you can buy. Well, it's called M855 and it's on Peacekeeper 3. Ugh. Gone with no arena might as well. That's the thing. I just kind of like want the experience to be pure for myself. I don't need it to be min-maxy. I mean, it's painful. Obviously, it's painful what we're doing right now. Trying to find this damn drill. But it's sort of driving like what I'm doing as well at the same time, you know? Why did loads of stuff end up leaving my toolbox? It's weird I got so much space in these. What did I do something? I'm not sure. I don't know what I did. Don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Imagine if this was supposed to be your free time to have fun, though. Never. The thing that I don't like about this wipe so much is the disparity between the players. I don't like the way Arena basically makes it so that you either feel like you should get it, and or it makes it just so much more compelling to have it. That's the thing that I don't really like about this wipe. That's the main thing that I take offense to, because it just feels very unfair. Tarkov's always felt unfair, but it feels more unfair just because of like your addition and stuff at the moment, which is what I'm not sure. What's a meal in your region you wouldn't expect people from outside to not really know about? Locals only cuisine. I'm not really into like locals only cuisine. I mean, I think our food's pretty obvious. Everyone knows about British fish and chips. It's kind of like the main one with like mushy peas. Mushy peas is a very, very British thing. What else is like really British? We eat a lot of like pasta dishes and stuff like that within our family. And like I don't even know. Like lots of different things, stir fries and all sorts. But beans and toast, beans on toast. I can't remember the last time I ate beans on toast. I used to basically live off beans on toast at university though. For lunch every day, it would just be like a full tin of beans in the microwave. Oh, I'm here again. Okay, we're not going to just do drills for... There's probably a drill in there, right? Like, undoubtedly there's a drill in there somewhere, but whatever. I'm looking for drills on my scav, I'm looking for drills on my PMC, I'm looking for drills every 5 minutes of my life. We've got to give up on it. We've just got to give up on it for now. Tesco sausage roll. Roast dinner is severely overrated. You've not had a good one then. Roast dinner is actually very good, but I mean, a lot of people know about roast dinner too. I don't think it's like I don't think there's really any like... Are there any like secret British meals though? What's like weird stuff? What's kind of weird? Bovril? Bovril's pretty weird. I mean, Greggs is the hidden gem of the UK, I would imagine, but a lot of people have heard of Greggs now. Yeah, I agree. Someone else said Greggs as well. Fish finger sandwich. I'm not actually that bothered about fish finger sandwich. They usually come with what's that stuff? It's like tartar sauce, right? Where they typically get served with. I'm not that hot on tartar sauce, really. I mean, well, so yeah, I mean, I had Marmite and cheese is very nice. Obviously, in the absence of Bovril, because I prefer Bovril personally, but tuna, sweet corn, mayo, and baked potatoes. We had filled baked potatoes last night, actually, with the kiddos. Tuna mayo, no sweet corn, but just tuna mayo. But that's nice. That's actually nice. Baked potatoes with cheese is great. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Marmite and cheese like in a bagel. It's like a sandwich. I would say that's probably quite unusual. There's a big difference between British and Welsh food. Not really. There's some like Welsh specific things. There's like Wales specific like cakes and stuff. But in general, the food is roughly the same. I mean, the traditional food is like a piece of meat and some vegetables, whether that's like, you know, cauliflower or carrots or potato or sort of something, you know, that goes with it. I wonder whether I'm better off like running up through the middle here rather than like trying to get up there, because the problem with this is that I just find it's very, very congested around that area. There's someone shouting at us. Looks like someone's already gone inside. To my point. Black pudding, British is somewhat weird. Yeah, black pudding is a bit weird, yeah. Black pudding is like part of a full English breakfast. Yeah, black pudding is pretty odd. That's a good one. I actually quite like black pudding. Long live Boggle. Do you like Huntingdon sausage? I'm not sure exactly what the difference is between that and normal sausage. I'm just going to PK up here and try and get in. I forgot how awkward this entrance is. Expecting to get shot any minute. Oh no, not the tiny little cardboard boxes just cramping my entire style. That is a bad time. Sounds like a scav. Jesus Christ. God, the vertical audio is still a bit weird. Which one is 114 again? Gotta be over here, no? Where the hell is it? Where's the room I need to go in? Oh, I want 112. Oh, sorry. I've already forgotten the name of the key that I'm doing. Okay. Nice. Gonna drink this, PK up, and then run out again. And go in the doctor's case. Don't go in there. The question is, do I want to go road to customs or do I want to go I'm like halfway between both. I'm just going to go down into my little like hidey hole for a sec so I can eat and drink and get my like food stuff back up. Go into there. My first ever successful interchange raid, or +1 shootable in heaven. Nice! Good stuff. Going out through admin? I don't know actually. Does this go in the sick case? I can't remember. Whoever drew up the occluded zones for West Wing was been 4 shots of vodka deep at the time. Love it. Only the skull. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure which way to go. Whether I'm better off going tunnels or whether I'm better off going where to go. I feel like... It's like literally 50-50. I feel like I might be better off doing tunnel, though. If only because I know that I spawned over there. If we think about this, like, probabilistically. I know I spawned over here, right? So there are potentially less players crossing from that side of the map to this side for me to bump into. Because I was one of them. I think that's the answer. I think that's the right answer. We'll see. We still might run into someone. But... I think that's the correct theoretical response anyway. Tunnel has the cottage and the swamp. The other side does not have much. You say that, but it's got the smuggler base. And a lot of people... I mean, obviously you can leave out the car sometimes, but... Okay. I don't know if... I can't remember if the car's 100%. Like, cottages, sure. And Patta Lighthouse, sure. But I'm intending to leave... Oh, no. I was stuck in a bush. I'm intending to leave out of... Properly out of tunnel, which is, like, further that way. I do have to skirt a little bit close to cottages. It is true. Should I keep the killer helmet or sell it? You need it for the killer boss quest. So I would keep it. There is another way to get it, but you have to get one of those like figurines. It's prudent to keep it if you can. As long as it's fan raid, yeah. Yeah, as long as it's fan raid. But yeah, also I went through this bit and I know that there's no sanitar there or anything like that. So I'm not suddenly going to get... There's not suddenly loads of people going to be attracted there because of the boss or load of grenades going off or whatever it is. God, when you're on Shoreline, the walk speed feels so slow because it's so big. The map is so huge. Potato mash cake served with huckleberry and molasses sauce. Not seen or heard anyone else make it. Wow. That's unique. That's kind of neat. I like it. I would say we don't cook anything crazy in our family, really. Nothing weird that we eat. So my Welsh grandma makes a cake called Barra Breath. It's basically... It's a bit like... a tea loaf. Kind of deal. Slash fruit cake. I always get disconcerted when gals are walking like that. Good old Scabby. Yeah, so the docks case is useful to pick up posters because they are not very good value per slot. But when you don't have to worry as much or anywhere near as much about the... Wait, do I have tunnel? Oh, I actually don't have tunnel. I have to go to the lighthouse. Whoops! Wrong side of the map. I did spawn over here. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Oh well, we get to go up this way now. Could be worse. Imagine I said it.
Ah, рука! Ah, сука! Ah.
The heck? What? That was weird. Bush scab, yeah. That isn't the scab voice I don't remember hearing before. No, me neither. Feels like that's the first time I've heard it. Oh, look, we did it perfectly. Look at that. Oh, gosh, goodness me. Earl Grey cake at our wedding. Wow. That sounds very fancy. Oh, I should have done the jammer. Oh, well, I just kind of wanted to get out with this. We could do the jammer another time. PP and BP. I haven't run 7.62 at all this wipe, so I've picked up quite a bit just roaming around. And I thought to myself earlier, yeah, I should really start using some 7.62 guns. Fitting for Shoreline. I'm not on Punisher, but... yeah, quite fitting. So I got most of my PP. So BP is just like pickups that I've had on Scav. There's quite a few weapons boxes on the drills route that I've been running. All of those new buildings on customs. There's quite a few in there, and you just get like random blocks of BP every now and then. So I built up 200 maybe. And then the PP, most of that I got from Partisan when I killed him. It is sad to use it on Scavs though, sure. Yeah, if you intend to run test drive, then yeah, you want to use that for test drive 3 for sure. I mean, it's not a consideration that I care about, but good point if you're going for Kappa. Who said Earl Grey cake? That is such a violently British thing. My wife's got on to decaf Earl Grey at the moment. That's kind of like her deal right now. It's quite nice. I just find it a bit too flowery personally. My uncle one time did this. He did a teapot of half and half. It was like 3 tea bags of regular tea and then 3 tea bags of Earl Grey, and it was like a mixture. And that was actually really good. But obviously you need to put that in a teapot. Like, who has time for that? Yorkshire is good. I know. Every time we talk about tea, the Yorkshire Tea Brigade turns up, and I would refer to it as a brigade. It's like, someone's talking about tea. It's time to talk about Yorkshire tea. I love it. It's great. People are so passionate about Yorkshire tea. The brand loyalty is immense. Such a British conversation talking about tea. Yeah. I usually just drink whatever, but after drinking Yorkshire tea, like, it is good. I will say. It is good. You lot are very English sometimes. Can't help it. Can't help it. It's the way we were made. You put the bags in the teapot. Well, yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. But that's how the teapot's supposed to work, right? So you have a teapot and you boil the water, and then you put the bags in, and then you pour the water in, and then it just stays in the pot. And then you pour the tea out into a cup, and then you put the milk in. So the tea is like in the teapot. Is that enough XP? Is it enough? Is it enough? It's enough. The reckoning is here, my friends. Tea without milk is diabolical. I would agree. Some more tea, my lord. New channel sponsor. Be great, wouldn't it? Yorkshire. Hey, haven't tuned to Tarkov for a bit? What are your opinions of the wipe after having played it for a while? Pros and cons. Pros? The combination of high prices and locked traders means that the barters were way more important this wipe, which is good. Pros? Everything felt difficult and choices felt meaningful because of that. Pros? The economy didn't just get inflated immediately with loads of stuff because insurance was basically not practical until the other day, where it's now an option. Not necessarily a great one, but it's an option. Cons. This wipe is probably the most imbalanced wipe, depending on your account grade. Standard account, because they didn't introduce partial hand-in and doubled the hideout requirements. Standard accounts are just they're slain on the altar of hideout storage space requirements, which is sad. Cons. They didn't block arena, and so you could just transfer like 750k into the base game every day, which is an enormous quantity of money and makes the game significantly easier on the hardcore wipe. Because making 750k in this wipe is quite hard, actually. Like, you have to do very specific things, and yeah, there are routes you could run, and yada yada. But, like, the fact that previously you could make that much money in an hour playing Scav. You could make that much money playing Arena for an hour, so they were sort of equivalent. But because now Scav, like, it's so much harder to make money using the sort of regular runs, that Arena money is, like, it's worth way more. So Arena's, like, it's just crazy, and that kind of broke the beginning of the wipe for just how, like, different it was. Cons. I think the boss spawn thing is probably the most forgivable mistake. The combination of factory being open first and Tequila being 100% and him having some of the best gear in the game was a bit problematic. I actually don't think that was a deal breaker, but it was a bit annoying seeing how many people were running around with like the full end game gear, like right from the word go. But the other stuff I can kind of forgive. So the other stuff I think is worse, is what I should say. Vitamins 1. Okay, what vitamins 2? Have I got all the stuff I need for this? Blood sets. Respirators. Okay, I've got 3. Just need 1 more. And then we can buy the Vector from Skier 3. Then we just need to level him to the Skier 3. And then we can do the next Gunsmith. Okay, well that's helped with a bit of storage space at least. Wait, have I accepted everything from everyone? Think so. Yep. Alright, private clinic, baby! Turn in the ophthalmoscope, turn in the LEDX! Oh boy, here it comes. Here it comes! What's this one? East 306. Here it comes, my friends. Yeah! Feels so good in this wipe. Feels so good. Thanks a lot for the answer. No worries. I always put the bags in the cup. So do we. We don't use a teapot normally. Oh gosh. Chat's going so fast. Where'd you find the LEDX? Customs around Big Red. Any plans, Giga, on updated effective budget loadout vid with the new trader levels? Yeah, I'm going to. I just haven't had the time yet. I'm doing like an armor one next. And then we'll do that one afterwards. I mean, I only fought one person with Tagilla armor and face shield, so from my perspective, it wasn't too bad. Name the thick case Earl Grey to trigger the Yorkshire fandom. The province of Yorkshire. Right, well let's put all of the big annoying stuff in here. So I've got things that nest down significantly. relays and RAM and stuff like this. And then I've got another one here. Could do 3 in the end. This is my med case that's nested down here. Put the med case in here too. And the holodilnic probably. So it's carrying a bunch of other stuff as well. Oh my god, it's like just deleting whole swathes of the... What have I got in here? Oh, more bags and more things. Okay. Oh, that works. Nice. Stream items don't go in there. Okay. Right, I think you can't put junk boxes in either. That's fine. Time to sort of rationalize some of this stuff, I think. I've still got so many just bags. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Doing here. Oh yeah, I got another cuirass, more armor. It's fine. Maybe we'll just shove some of these in there. Need something that's like too wide. Maybe some CSAs. Nest the CSAs around this guy. Yeah, I need that one to be a 4 really. So just juke that. CSA this. Then I need like 4 to 2, something like that. Got anything else that's like... Well, I need something that's 3 actually for the thick case. But I'll keep the thick case near the top, I think. I can pop these in like this. Oh, this is, I mean, this is glorious. This is what we live for. This is what we live for, my friends. The stash dopamine. We can go in there. Just put 2 random things in here. Hallelujah. So that doesn't need to be living there anymore. How much random... Got quite a bit of like random space. I'm not 100% sure why.
Gold, please.
Because really I should be fitting these things... Oops. Fitting these things in here, like this. Yo, Payne, thank you for the 33 months. What a long time. What a long time. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Electronic components. All right. Kind of do that going in there, really. I've got too many, like, 3 wides. Worst part about the thick container is that it's, like, 3 wide and 5 long. It's like the worst combo. It's like, oh, God. And then it's like, well, do you have 1 slot stuff to put in here? Maybe I should have redone this. Maybe I should have done this a different way. Was the Lennox in big red in the med bag? It was in here. You know, it's easier for me to just show you here. It was in this one. This little room. This one. So this is big red. Here's the main road. It was in here. The med back in there. It's just random, right? Now because you solved the stash problem, you can buy a ton of cases of F and still maintain your hardcore experience. Nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. We can't do that. That's banned. That's not allowed. That's not okay. Actually, I have a lot of 4 slot stuff anyway, just to like sit down here. I'll move the fuel up. Stuff that just won't fit in the toolboxes anyway. So the junk boxes. Pretty sweet. Feels pretty good, I have to say. Feels pretty good. We've been living on borrowed time for a while. A poster as well. Actually, this is going to help with Ragman spend too, because they're like 25k each, which is pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, okay. Doing it. We are doing it. Kill Spice Poxworm. Prapor, I think. Oh, Jaeger does too. I'll do Prapor though, I think. Prapor's more useful at level 4, in my opinion. I handed this in, right? Yeah, because we did vitamins too. Okay, well, we still need to find a drill, but we're much closer to this. So we just need to find one more respirator. Actually, can we run a quick factory scav? I guess we should. Let's do it. What is stronger, tier 5 plates with tier 3 soft or tier 6 with tier 2 soft? Tier 6 with tier 2 soft. The tier 6 is just way better than tier 5. Decorate the highlight with posters and valves for extra space. No, you need to have a Hall of Fame for that, though. Yeah, this is a game called Tetris. Maybe you've heard of it. How long do you think before the Giga Stash will be full again? I didn't see that comment. Cheeky. RBVO March. Should I sell it or try to open the room? A lot of people are saying that they're not. I don't know, the marked rooms I think are a bit better now. Maybe try it. I don't know how good they are now is the issue. You can put them on your hideout stations. Yeah, I know, but that doesn't give me more, like, I'm not keeping them for anything, so I may as well just sell them to Ragman. Got random stuff. Someone is going crazy. As am I. What we got here? FMJ. What else do I have? Fast forward. Did you know that you can jump, you can check your stash or whatever, and then carry on running? Oh, it's just a class 3, the Juk. Okay. Yeah, there's like certain items. If you land fast enough, you can use like a little bit of a Solewa while you're in midair. It's technically possible. Rubbish. It's toolbox. It's carnage out there. Apparently you need like 3 million relays. But every time I look it up, I'm like, I need millions more relays. Did they officially buff mark rooms? I don't know. But people are saying that they're getting cards and stuff in there. I've seen people getting like red cards and whatnot. But, I mean, that might just be streamer things, you know, open it a million times across a million streamers and you see some clip of someone getting a red card. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, one of my friends started Mark Jim Reserve, started off bad, and one of the final 4 tries pulled double red rebel and a Bitcoin. Yeah, so it's a bit random. People still sleeping on Relax. Oh, you think Relax is good? You think Relax is good, eh? Fair enough. I've not tried. You can get Relax pretty easily actually, because you can go and do. You can get it in that random room. I hate going in there as PMC, but. Heck. Relay. And another relay. Relays galore. What's that? Crackers. Okay. Every time I see Stank open one on the streets, getting a lot of bang for the buck. Which one, marked or the other one? Have you unlocked your level 4 armors with Ragman already? Are you the one you're wearing? No, so I'm doing a... Well, I actually have. I have, but they're 100k each. So it's a big loss when you die. So I'm doing a little cheeky run, which is these press armors. So I make the presses. I'm actually going to do a video about it. I'm like halfway through making the video. It's so nice to be able to just dump the stuff. And there's actually room for it. This is very novel. Oh, I'm 32, so I will actually use those in raid. Look at this! I honestly need to keep my stash a bit more sensible because the opportunity cost of spending time sorting the stash to every 5 seconds is probably quite negative, actually. You should sneak Earl Grey subliminal messaging into your guides. Why is this turned into a thing? Oh. Yeah. Flashback a teabag every few minutes. Some kind of like weird Earl Grey cult has formed. Oh, I should sell. I'm going to sell these to Peacekeeper as well just before we go. So it's going to be the Holosons because these are really garbage, and the SRSs as well. They're like pretty nasty. Pretty nasty sights. Okay. Let's have a quick check on the barters here. UMP. Okay, so we need 2 more for that. Let's have a look at the hideout. And then it's going to be time for me to go. And tomorrow we'll be doing the podcast. I'm going to be doing some video stuff tomorrow alongside the podcast, so I won't be playing. Okay, I got water collector sorted. Got med station collected. And then, yeah, I'll just leave this off. I'm not desperate. Project MK Earl Grey. Crazy. Crazy. Alright. What are we gonna do? I still need a drill. Still need a drill, but we're making progress here. We're making progress. We need a respirator so that we can go and we can get the next gunsmith done. So if we just work our way through gunsmith, when we get to gunsmith 17, we will eventually be given a drill by the game. And that is the point. We're going to get given a drill. So, there you have it. Right. We are going to go and raid Deadly, because he's around. Jaws on streets, easy drills. It's just not the way... Someone asked me how many raids I've done earlier, by the way. PMC, 130. How many listens do you have to the podcast? It's about... I can't remember off the top of my head. Somewhere around the 7,000 mark per episode, something like that. It's like pretty good. It's pretty good actually. Gonna get a walk by power tools that change still have a mental breakdown in public. Damn right. What is your podcast even about? It's about Tarkov. Oh, video title. This armor is impressive. I like that. It's too subtle for YouTube, but I love it. I think 100k is good. Yeah, but you could do it. You could do it this way. You could do it this way. And basically, oops. You could basically get these kind of like they're really cheap. You can have class 4 as well. It all hinges around Purple 3. This guy for 25k, which I think is awesome. Okay, right. Let's whiz over to Deadly's stream, and I've got to go. Got to go meet the fam. So I'll catch you all later. Thank you all for the support. Got increased numbers of people over here actually coming and watching the stream and stuff, which is nice. So yeah, we'll be on for the podcast tomorrow, and other than that, I don't know if I'll be on at the weekend. I'm not sure. I'm kind of going back to a bit of a normal thing, and I've got we've got a load of work to do with the house. That's why I'm here in this room in the first place, with all of our dining room chairs behind me and stuff. So it's a bit mad at the moment. So I may not be on at the weekend, but I'll definitely be back Monday. Video coming about armor and stuff, so look out for that. That'll probably come Saturday, and I will see you. I will see you soon. Bye everybody. Go to Deadly for me.